All right, we are live. It is that time of the year, folks. It is our summer series. I'm Dominic. I'm with Vic. Thanks for joining us tonight. It is a big day, $100K guarantee, $20,000 guaranteed for first place. Myself and Vic have been here since 10:30 in the morning. We've been rocking and rolling. A lot of fun atmosphere in there. The players are getting it. Trust me, a lot of all-ins, by the way. A lot of more loose all-ins, by the way, than I expected, Vic. There's a couple of players that I think are just hunting for big stacks.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and that's the price point of 140. It's a great price point here for this type of guarantee, and the price point is evident with the number of people. We had 234 in our morning session that went to about the 17th round, a level I think 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. We started our other one at 6 p.m., which was 1B. That's what we've got going on right now. This is the second flight of 6. And we had 236, and so we played down to 23 players. 23 players from this morning are going on to Sunday, and then we're playing down to 24 players tonight. Mm-hmm. We wanted to bring this feature table to everybody because we've been talking about this $100,000 prize pool main event guarantee for a couple of months now. And we don't want to deprive our viewers. We're going to jump right into the action. This is just a feature table here. These players were at this table prior to the break, and we are 10-handed. And now we've got four people going into this flop.
Yeah, it looks like Cole, by the way, getting a flush draw early. And Scott S. with mid pair has the best made hand currently with his Jack 10. As you can see, a couple familiar faces at the feature table right now.
Absolutely.
We'll be panning out, by the way. We also have our camera with our main room lobby, so you can see some of our players. You'll see some of our regulars, too. There's some new players. We got players from Florida, Pennsylvania, Indiana, all over here. It's been a great day. Great series so far. We had a bunch of our one-day tournaments going, and right now there's Scott S.
What's up?
With the Jack 10. Georgie versus Colby.
We got Litz, our dealer, our traveling dealer Litz is at the helm. We staff up for these big events, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can seat up to 170 players.
See No Chop there, by the way.
Yeah.
Sitting in seat 10. He's been on our live stream a couple times.
Georgie's been on it before, and of course Missy taking a sip there. Always a crowd favorite. I got Ed in seat 7. He had a really good run at the freeze out, and Ed has been kind of a staple with us here for the last year and a half, if you will. Started coming in and playing our nightly tournaments.
Yeah, Mr. Kevin Wall too.
Kevin Wall
once in a while pokes in on the live stream commentary. Helps us out. A regular player here. Seat number 1, good to see him.
And if you're wondering why our numbers might be a little low, it's because everybody's here.
Yes,
everybody's here. I mean, we had 470 entries today. That's $140 buy-ins entries for this between the morning and then this session. And we are going to be playing down to 24 players if you're just joining us, and this is a feature table. And this young man, Cole.
There's roughly, around 10 tables left?
Right now, I believe, yes, there's right around 10 tables left. And so there's some work to be done here. We should be with you guys for a few hours here tonight. We'll kind of play it by ear, but like I said, we at least wanted to bring this live stream of a feature table during one of our qualifying flights.
Yeah, definitely
because the energy's so high. We want people to see that energy. It's just fantastic.
It's been a great day in here live at the reserve today. Players having a great time. Right away at 11 a.m. we had the whole main room completely full.
Right.
The main room was completely full today. There's Scott S., one of our 3rd Street Cigar alums.
Lines are currently at 500, 1,500. They've just come back after the dinner break, which means there's no more buy-ins at this point.
Yeah, one thing I definitely noticed, and you will see this with Ed through the whole time, if some of you guys are wondering, sometimes he has some easy folds, but he still takes his time. Whether he has a great hand or he has a complete trash hand, He will take the same time and the same cadence.
He does.
And I like when you see a tournament player like that, I respect that greatly. It's the little details like that I think makes it a little bit harder to put you on certain hands.
Well, and you know, table image is everything. And when you take more time like that, I believe you're giving off a persona of having more intensity, right? And so I think that for him to do that really plays a big part in the way he plays the game, and he's trying to give the impression, you know, that he's intense, and he is intense. But if you're another player, say a newer player, that can be a little intimidating.
Eye of the tiger. Cole gets rid of his king 8 over the no chop with the 9-4 offsuit. He's going to wait his turn.
I took the sheets in there for everybody to sign releases and then did their chip counts, and No Chop says, now I get to have my nickname, right? No Chop?
Absolutely.
I said, yeah, put it on the paper. Absolutely.
Couple folds. Round.
The problem is I can't see the cards.
Georgie's going to look down at a queen 7 offsuit.
You look up, hey, that's me.
Now, for a number of these players, this is their first time in the live stream, and it can be a little intimidating. So we expect it to be a little quiet in there at first. As you can see, we're utilizing another table in there right behind them. So this is going to be treated just like a normal tournament table. Somebody bust out, we're going to be drawing people in from the other tables to keep the tables balanced.
Yep, as we break them.
As we break the tables and move people around.
Melissa's going to like to see her big blind checked around. She could see a free flop here.
Yeah, free flop.
Had to get some cheap with his queen deuce.
Yes,
and we
he
have
does.
an ace right in the window with a 5 and a 6. Right now, king high is firmly in the lead.
And it looks like Scott checked that, and kind of surprised. I thought maybe he might try to take a jump at that, seeing that neither one of those two raised pre-flop. And Scott is still in the lead with this, with the king 10.
Now both players check. Ed can play position here and lead out. Senses weakness. Puts in a raise of 2.5K.
Yeah, this is a good move by Ed, and very much a part of his game is sensing, you know, what other player's position is, and being able to try to capitalize at that, and he certainly did in this case.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job by Ed.
Oh, hey guys, good hand.
We had 3 food trucks out there tonight. I gave a shot at the taco truck.
Yep, there's a bagel one too.
Bagel truck.
There's a burger one. I heard there's like donut. You could get a donut.
Donut.
A glazed donut is the bun.
Yeah.
With the burger.
Right. You didn't jump
Panda,
all over that?
I didn't jump on that, but Panda was talking very highly of this. Maybe another time. I just didn't want to tackle the donut burger.
So this is the chip count basically just for this table. Kevin Wall is the chip leader here for this feature table. Yeah, 185K.
Kevin, Mr. Wall. Asking everyone, won't you be my neighbor?
And it looks like the computer can't do the math on how many big blinds he's got.
He's really far ahead.
Because it's just blank. Maybe it's just 2 digits in there, because he's got 185 big blinds right now.
There you go, Kevin.
That's Kevin right there.
I know out there, Bad Beat Keith also has a large stack of chips. Dealt to him for a little bit. We've seen Bad Beat Keith on here. Notorious for telling a bad beat story.
Yes.
Well, right now he doesn't have many of them. He's running really good. And Jordan is all in for 11K with the ace deuce offsuit. Scott with the queen jack suit.
That's what we're here for.
He has 35 behind him.
Our starting stack today was 40,000. So you see anybody below that starting stack, you know, while they may still have 35 big blinds, a lot of, and I overheard you mention that when you were dealing, you were saying that to somebody. It's like, hey, you've got, you know, you still have so many big blinds, but you feel like since you're below your starting stack, you're really a wounded duck at this point. But you don't have to take that approach.
Right now, it's just day one.
It is just
You
day
don't need
one.
to worry about what everyone else has. You worry about your own stack, and you just get to day 2 and you go from there. Watch how many big blinds you have. Have that dictate your style of play. Sometimes players get a little bit too caught up with the 1 or 2 players at their table that skyrocket up fast. But we all know I'd rather get a rush of cards when the blinds are bigger than when they're early.
So Melissa, a.k.a. Missy, is going to make the call here from the small blind with the ace-8 offsuit.
And we did see another ace go in the muck.
Yep. She's in the lead. And this is Jordan's tournament life at stake here, because basically there's no more rebuys. But he's got 4 more flights he can get into, and boom.
There's a 8 right there, which he's going to be drawing. Yep, it's over.
Check mark.
Jordan, thanks for playing, though, buddy. Got on the feature table. Glad to see you get a little bit of time. Made a nice run. Hey, you made it to level 9.
Yeah.
There's plenty more day 1s. Once again, guys, if you came in today and you're watching at home, have no fear. Friday and Saturday are soon to be here. We have 4 more flights at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. $140, that's all it takes, and there's going to be at least $20K for first place. Double bag bonus also is $1,000 if you have qualifying 2 different flights. And look at Melissa C coming up to 53.5K. And chips, by the way, shout out to Doc, showing some love for Scott S. and the 3rd Street Mafia. Hopefully everyone down at 3rd Street Cigar in Waterville, Ohio is doing well. One of the greatest places on earth to get a nice cigar. They have public lounges, private lounges, 65, 70-inch TVs. Great atmosphere, great people.
Byron is watching. Derek's watching. Rhino is watching. Benny Brewer. Brent.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Benny.
Thanks, everybody.
Benny Brewer in the house.
And Kevorkian rooting on. Scotty, of course. And if you are watching on the YouTube channel, please go in there and subscribe.
Hey,
boy, we're getting closer and closer to 2,000. We really like to hit that mark. We'll probably hit it this weekend with all of your help.
Yeah, George is going to play his Queen 10 offsuit. Scott S. gets rid of his 9-7. Waiting for our graphics to catch up.
So Missy's always got the twirler there.
Oh, yeah.
And it is metallic. She was asked not to put that in the rectangle. Try not to interfere with the transmission of the chip reader. But she's almost always has it in her hand.
Yeah, we got multiple players in this pot. Our graphics are just a little bit behind. We'll be catching up soon, but we have a 8-7-7 board.
That doesn't bode well for your tournament play.
No chop checks. There we go. Now we're catching up. And right now, Queen 10 is in the lead.
Got the check mark. No chop bet into him. Let's see if George makes this call. And he doesn't. So,
Hey,
no
aggression
chop.
pays off, folks.
Yep, takes the pot away.
I'm here for war.
And Fran, yep, go Missy. So when she was filling out her form, she said, you know, what do I put on here for my nickname? And I said, how about Trouble? And everybody agreed Trouble would be a good nickname, but right now she's going by Melissa.
You know, Soggy Cigar Ken has an excellent point on our YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Why is Scotty not wearing any 3rd Street gear?
Uh-oh.
I mean, isn't he a part of the 3rd Street Mafia? You know what, Soggy Cigar Ken, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully we see Soggy Cigar Ken in this tournament.
I would think so. Yeah.
But yeah, I understand. Ken, you know, Ken and, you know, Doc always represent. D5 represents.
Anthony Holt wanted to be on the live stream, and that's why he's wondering why we didn't do it today. I'm sure you were here. You saw how busy we were. It's just packed. All hands on deck today. But what a lot of great energy with all these people in the room. Players laughing, having a good time. I mean, really, I love these big tournaments for the energy.
Oh, me too.
Yep.
This is the biggest event that we've had this summer, this along with our Veterans Tournament. We just had, just about a month ago, raised around $3,000 for charity for our veterans. Now we're on to the Summer Series.
And if you're just joining us, looks like we picked up some more viewership here in the last 10 minutes.
Georgia, we must be having some technical difficulty with our graphics. They've been catching up a little bit behind, so please stick with us. We got Georgia, I believe, is playing the 7 deuce suited. And hearts, why not? It's no limit, baby. Any 2 cards. Kevin Wall. No chop's going to come in, but Kevin Wall with ace king offsuit, and the price of poker is about to go up, folks.
Yes, it is. He's on the big blind. He's the chip leader, commanding chip leader at this table. So he's going to raise that up. And now we got Danielson at the helm.
Oh, yes, trained by the Mr. Miyagi, the fine arts of dealing.
And he raises it up to 6.5. Let's see if the no chop wants to come along out of position. And he does not. So Kevin Wall in the big blind takes that pot down.
Could be why.
Continues to grow his stack.
Getting a queasy folding my ace 9.
I hit something close to that. Great position of bluff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a great bluff.
Oh, we got Motor City Poker, by the way, giving us a shout out. Hey guys, can you recap some of the numbers again? Total entries for 11 a.m. flight and 6 p.m. flight. Vic's the voice, so I'll let Vic do that.
What's that?
He wants to recap the numbers, Vic, that you went
Yeah,
over for the
so
day
we
one.
had 234 entries. We played down to 23 players. That means so far we have 23 players going to day 2 with a bag. Many of those players, I think, stuck around to see if they could double bag by coming into the second flight. The second flight today was 236 players. We're going to play down to 24. And once we get down to the 24, our evening is done, but we start up right away tomorrow morning. Doors open at 10 a.m. And 11 o'clock, that tournament's flight C, 1C.
470 total entries on a Thursday.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty nice start.
that is a nice start. Yeah, which means we'll have we'll already have 47 players by the end of the night for day 2, which begins on Sunday at 1 p.m.
Yeah, and that is correct, Tim. There's no free roll this Friday. It's just the Summer Series this whole weekend. It's our 100K guarantee, multiple day ones. K Wall picking up King Queen, getting a little rush.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen that ace go on my favorite job.
and he is just going to call, it looks like.
Yeah, Georgie raised it up with his
Oh, he
ace
did
5
raise.
offsuit.
Oh, Georgie raised it up, so he's going to make that call. And back over to Patton.
With the 3-6 Mafia offsuit. Get after it, Patton. They made it affordable for you, buddy. Don't discount the 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Let's sneak up. We got a Queen 3 Jack, and right now,
Right now.
King Queen is in the lead for
Yep.
Kevin Wall, but there's Patton with bottom pair. And look at this, laying the trap. Don't be surprised if Kevin makes this around 12 or 13. Let's see where he's at.
Kevin Wall, also a very focused player. He's a lot of fun to have around. He's a great guy.
Oh, he's going to
Big
bump it
fan
up to
of the
25.
reserve.
Put
But
him
when
to
it's
the
time to
test.
play, he's very focused, and he is going to bump it up to 25,000. He just wants to get this over with. Doesn't want anybody to wait for those spades to come around.
Yeah, straight flush draw out there. Can't play around with that.
11 a.m. we had 234
Sparkling water.
entries, so
Very disappointed.
we advanced 23 players
I hope you didn't pay it.
to day 2 on Sunday, which starts at 1 o'clock.
Very
I tell you what, folks, this is definitely the place to be if you're a poker fan in the Midwest area. This whole weekend, 20,000 guaranteed at least for first place.
So we are bringing
there it
it here.
is.
There's our camera
lobby
from,
room?
from the main room, and this is the Reserve Poker Club, 5105 Glendale Avenue, Toledo, Ohio. This is our Summer Series main event. We started the Summer Series Sunday. We've had 4 tournaments, different types of tournaments since Sunday, and now this is time for the main event. $100,000 prize pool guarantee, $20,000 first place guarantee, and we're going to crush that.
Oh, 100%.
Based on the way we got started. Now, Ed,
470 on Thursday. Ed's going to bump it up to 6K with his pair of threes. Over the Cole, looking down at a 9-4 suited. Won't be too thrilled. I'd say nah. No chop with the ace-7 offsuit. Yep, he's going to wait his turn.
Kevin Wall's little heater is stopped there, and now Patton with queen 10. He is in the small blind. He's already invested $500 into this. He needs.
I feel like queen 10 has been the hand of the week. It seems like I'm hearing a lot of stories at the poker table about players in big hands with queen 10. It's just kind of the vibe of the room.
Thomas Bear says not able to make it for this one, but have fun predicting Marge, Steve, or Smoke to take it down.
Oh, definitely saw Grandma and Grandpa today playing.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is a feature table. Yep, Brent 234 this morning and 236 tonight. So 23 players advanced from the morning session, and we're going to play this down to 24 players. When we get down to 24 players, then everybody, we stop play and we count out their bags, their chip counts, and we have a $1,000 double bag bonus. So if you bag in a flight, play in another one, and bag again, you immediately receive $1,000 for that double bag bonus. You get to choose, of course, the greater of the two bags. That will be your starting stack on Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock.
No chop with the queen jack offsuit. He's going to bump it up. Get 6,500 to go.
And we've got a player now coming into seat number 2 on our feature table, and this is Tam. He wakes up now first hand with pocket sevens at this table. He comes to the table with 180,000.
Wow. Well, I guess Mr. Wall has some competition now.
Yeah. And he is going to raise this up.
Suited it with George here.
6,500 now. Georgie, not a great stack in front of him right now. Only 21 big blinds. And he is going to make this call.
Pretty much if a queen, I'm sorry, if a queen or a king comes
No, it was No
he's
Chop
all
that
in.
made the raise, and then Tam called.
Yeah, initial raiser. We got a 9, 10, 6 board. No Chop definitely could do a continuation bet with his open ender here. Also, Tam has a gut shot straight draw with a pair.
And No Chop's going to put a bet out here of 13,000. Basically half the pot, which is now at 33.5.
I'm looking down, thinking it's a 10 high board. I had pocket sevens. I called a raise. Does he have an overpair? Do I feel like he has an overpair? Or does it feel like more like ace queen, ace king? And kind of close, queen jack. And he is not a believer. Now George with 2 overs. He's low stack. He's got 2 overs and a gut shot to a straight. Does he feel like he's getting the right price? And he's going to say nope. Heads up action going to the turn. Tam versus No Chop. And there is a 9. I'll tell you what, an 8 would be a money card for No Chop right now. 9 pairs the board.
20,000.
No Chop.
Keeping up the pressure here. A bet of 20,000. And if you hear some background noise, that is the other table.
And No Chop with the bluff with queen high.
Yeah.
Staying with it. Getting his opponent to fold the best hand.
I've lost so many coins with the I don't like going on.
And this is the Reserve Poker Club, 5105 Glendale Avenue. This is Thursday. This is 1B, so our second flight out of 6. $140 buy-in, re-entries at $140 through the first 8 rounds until the beginning of the 9th round. And these are 25-minute levels.
Yeah, looking down at the 7-deuce suit and spades, I don't think that's going to motivate him to get in there. Melissa with the ace-5 offsuit. Early position, though. A lot of players behind her. No chop. Looking down again at queen-jack offsuit. And he says, no, you know, it worked last time. I'm not going to push my luck. Missed the wall with a queen-8, playing his position here. Playing a little big stack poker. Patton with the nemesis suited. And for once, the nemesis is in pretty good shape right
It
here.
is in pretty good shape. I kind of like the looks of that hand right now.
Oh.
And he's just going to make the call here. Georgie now looks down, doesn't like what he sees. And Scott.
Man, Queen Jack's just going around the table.
3rd Street cigar, Scott. Dressing like a hobo. No 3rd Street on there, and there's going to be 3 players going into this flop.
We got a queen high board.
Man.
Scott actually outflops the nemesis. But now the nemesis has an open-ended straight draw. Really interesting position here because now these are low stacks. Kevin has a lot of chips in front of him and he flopped top pair. We might see all 3 players going all in on this flop, folks. Especially with if Kevin comes along with this, I don't think Patton can fold with his open-ended straight draw. I mean, you got to make a move. You're at 38K.
Yeah. I just don't know Patton's style of play, whether he does go after those.
I mean, he doesn't have to, and like I said, he still has over 20 big blinds, so I actually take that back. It's not like he's super low stack. He does not have to put his chips in with the open-ended straight draw, but man, does it make it more tempting, right?
Yes, it does, particularly since it was just a call from Kevin. If Kevin had slammed this really hard by either a raise or going all in, might be a more difficult, but you know, Patton, I believe, is trying to talk himself into making this call.
The old saying in Texas Hold'em, how much do I want to gamble?
The blinds right now are 1,000, 2,000 with a $1,000 ante that's paid by the big blind. And we've been playing since 6 p.m. today. This is the 2nd level after our break, so we're in the 10th level after the dinner break.
And he lets it go.
He does let it go.
So.
Yeah, you got me crushed, don't you? I had it. I might have.
Oh!
Scott was worried about that call. He thought maybe John Wall might have him crushed.
Well, I mean, Wall was the initial racer, so you're
Yeah.
thinking when he's calling that, you're thinking king, queen, or ace, queen.
Right.
Or
right.
maybe a chop if you're lucky.
Make it interesting for TV, but not too interesting.
Scott looking to double up here, and there's a 7.
Making it interesting.
There you go.
And 2 pair.
2 pair for Scott.
Scott doubles up. 3rd Street cigar is jumping up and down.
Yeah, a much needed
Couple
double
high
up here for
fives,
Scott.
Maybe a couple fist bumps.
He said you had king jack.
Nice hand for Scott.
Majed, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, but what time is a good time to get there for tomorrow for the 6 p.m. flight? You know, we will already be
I know, it's a rush. I know it's a rush.
we will already be in the midst of the morning flight. I would really recommend that you get here by 5 o'clock and get registered for the 6 p.m. I noticed that like right at 6 p.m. we had a flood of people coming in the door. That might have had something to do with when people could get off of work and travel and get here. And we did have, you know, a handful of alternates.
A recommendation would be if you can even get here on a lunch break or something.
Yeah.
Buy your ticket and then just go.
Come in here and
do your own
register
thing.
during the
You
day.
can also, even if you plan on playing on Saturday, you can come in on Friday and buy your ticket if you like. You can come
Yeah.
in tonight still if you're in the area. You want to just get it out of the way.
So we're in level 10 right now. Blinds are at 1, 2, 1.
Yeah, I
This
think
is a feature table.
If you get here 40 minutes early, that's a safe spot. You'll get a seat for sure. I would definitely do that.
Entertainment.
Right.
Entertainment, I mean, if you're good at math, you know what I'm saying? It's-
We have some history on running these tournaments, and we typically see a very strong turnout the very first flight like we did this morning. One of the things that drives that is the double bag bonus of $1,000. People want to see if they can bag early, either in the first or second flight, and then have 4 more opportunities to double bag, particularly at a price point of $140. So now we're going to go heads up between No Chop and Kevin Wall.
No Chop with the 10-8 suited. Wow, and what a flop here. No Chop with bottom pair with the gut shot straight draw and the nut flush draw for Kevin Wall.
This pot might get a little pricey here.
And No Chop has 82K left behind him. A lot of chips. And there's a 6.
That headset tells them what to do, so you probably don't want that headset.
No Chop still in the lead. Kevin Wall looking for an ace or a club. Gets to see a free card. And now No Chop hits 2 pair
Two pair.
on the river. And do you think he plays this and tries to do a bluff catcher? See if he mixes it up.
That they did earlier.
Oh, he's going to lead into him.
So a bet there from No Chop, and Kevin Wall missed everything he was looking for here.
Yeah, he missed the world. When you get those ace-high flush draw Vicks, those ones hurt me when I miss those. Personally.
Yeah.
Personally, man, it just looks so beautiful in
It
there.
does, doesn't it?
You know, I thought you liked these.
So No Chop adds to his stack. And a couple hands in a row here, Kevin Wall takes a hit,
15,000 in pot.
which now makes at this table.
I told you I'll take the options. I never have.
No Chop's up to
Tan,
112K.
I think that's Tamim. I don't want to say anybody's name wrong, and if I do, I really apologize. It happens on a regular basis. If somebody else comes on and helps me out with that, I'd appreciate it. But anyway, he is in the chip lead here on this feature table. Now we utilize this table not for the morning, but we did utilize it for the 6 p.m. flight. So many of these players have been sitting together
Yes.
for a couple of hours.
They got a feel for the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Chop just climbing up the rankings to 3rd place now at the current feature table. Going down at the Trucker's hand at 10-4.
Whisper in your ears what our cards are. They don't know until 15 minutes. They haven't seen it. They can't see until they.
Hunter says, come on, get Garrett on the feature table. I know Garrett's running a little deep right now out there in the main room. He was when I came in here.
Yeah, Georgie with the pocket 5s. Takes the plunge in, all in. 15K. Scott gets out of the way. Now Ed, the King 10.
That's definitely within his range, particularly at this price point.
Yeah, not a bad price here. 15K total.
He does have a few 1 or 2 players behind him. Oh no, just one player. Missy's behind him.
Yeah, it's $1 million out there.
It's all international.
And you said at the top of our broadcast here, Ed is definitely one of these people that very intense. He doesn't take things lightly. He thinks it through. Kind of takes the same amount of time, whether he's got a weak hand or a strong hand. In this case, you know, we have the advantage of seeing, but this looks like the right call here for Ed to make. And Missy's going to look down at the Doyle and quickly fold that. That's not in her range or her desire.
No.
So we're going to go heads up here. This is Georgie's tournament life here for this
Low card.
That's what the
1B.
old saying, a classic race, folks.
day 1B, and we've got a classic race. Georgie with pocket 5s slightly ahead, according to the computer, against Ed's King 10.
Georgie with pocket 5s, hoping to keep his tournament life alive. 6 in the window.
That'll work.
And right now, a nice flop for pocket 5s. No king, no 10. Oh, well, are we going to see a chop pot?
I don't know.
Nope, Georgie doubles up.
Georgie survives.
33K in the middle.
He takes a big sigh of relief there. He's fresh. He doesn't want to go home yet.
No. Run it up, Georgie.
This is our feature table, and the feature table is just random like the rest. This is utilized just like a table throughout the rest of the tournament. As players knock out from the table, we move players just the same way we do at a regular table throughout the tournament. And when we came in here, we believed we were down to about 10 tables. We'll try to get a shot of the main room in there from Tyler here shortly. Give us a clue as to how many we've got left. Hunter says he'll be back Saturday. Rookie mistakes, no more rookie mistakes. This really is a game about staying disciplined and not making mistakes.
And getting pocket 8s, my favorite hand in poker. Hello, Vika.
4 raises to 7.
I believe Pat.
Pat got out of the way. Nope. And
oh no, Isaac.
Isaac now.
Sevens.
Sevens is going to raise it up to 7,000.
That might be a tell. Just saying. And let's go. Here's Melissa.
Melissa, a.k.a. Missy, a.k.a. Trouble. Lets it go. Always on the spinner there. So back over to Tamim. And he is going to make the call. We're going to go heads up. 8s versus 7s.
Got an ace-6-4 board. Normally this gives the advantage to the initial raiser with this continuation bet arsenal.
4 versus 11,000.
Gonna lead out with 11.
It's just a matter of whether Tamim believes this or not.
You calling all in?
And he is going to lay that down. And they're position in this game.
Initial
Right.
raiser, you get a little intimidation from the guy in first position, and he checks it over to you. You
Yep.
almost got to fire blindly.
Yeah.
See if you can take it down. Plus, at the same time, you might have the best hand. Maybe he called you with king, queen, queen, jack. You never know. The hand has a little bit of a reputation called 10-8.
Well, let's talk this through for a minute in terms of what if he just smooth calls Tamim's raise, and it comes around to the young man in seat 9 who's got a weak ace, and he makes the call. Now he's lost all his. Isaac's lost all his power, all his leverage in that hand. So
It's all about the power, Vic.
you got to have the power.
We need the power, Vic.
Big storms yesterday. It's a good thing we didn't lose the power because a lot of people did.
It was nuts.
4,000.
I was at an establishment where I could see the kitchen. For the first time in my life, I saw lightning inside a house.
Oh boy.
And I don't even know how that's possible.
I don't
But I wasn't
either.
the only one who saw it. So it's 100%. It wasn't just me. It was freaky.
Lines are 1-2-1. We are in the 10th round, to 10th level here. This is the second level after the dinner break. No more buy-ins.
I know Chop's going to get in there with a Jack-8 offsuit.
Yes, he
It's a
is.
fun hand to play.
Yeah, he's in a good situation here. Well, maybe not big blind, but it's definitely the range. We've seen No Chop play quite a bit before.
I'll say Kevin Wall's got it hemmed up at the moment. There's a king-high board. Couple of 3s, couple of diamonds. But right now, Vic, pocket 6 is still in the lead. And here comes Isaac, as he should.
Yes.
I'm always a fan when you have a,
On Scott, and he lays that down.
you know, smaller the mid pair, and anytime there's a paired board, there's only one more card out there to
Yep.
lead out and see where you're at. I think if you do that consistently over time, it pays off.
Kevin,
He's going to float one.
he sees something here.
He's not a believer. He might even try to play this like a bluff, like he's got a read on him. He's going to check.
And Isaac does check. Kevin is going to take the opportunity here with the ace coming on the turn to
Make it
fire
look
at
like a
this.
value bet, not even half pot. Looks like it's
13,000, and he gets Isaac to lay down
His third.
the winner.
It worked.
When that betting size by Kevin really made it look like he had a strong hand and he's begging for a
By
call.
bet 13,000, everybody folds.
And there's the main lobby.
There's the main room, the
Some
main
tables are
game
starting
room.
to break down, as you can see.
See, that's why he.
Looks like we got a massage also going on up there. Man, I need one of those. Is that the moose at table 4? Oh, there's the moose.
There's
right.
the moose.
Hey, speaking of the chip counts, and you got the moose just to the left of it. What more can you want? Oh, there's Rose to the right of it. Got
There's
Mad
Rose.
Max
Yeah.
on the right. Yawning, man.
Mad Max is yawning.
Yeah, I'll
Look
tell
at
you
him.
what, Mad Max must be
Man,
working some hours.
I don't know. Young
Rise
kid
and
like
grind, as they say for Mad Max. Rise and grind.
that. Young kid like that, yawning at 11 o'clock at night. What's the deal?
I gotta admit, if I was in my 20s still, this is like 8 o'clock. Can't be yawning like that, Mad Max. Oh, the nemesis for Scott, and he's gonna play it.
Missy now with sevens. We've seen sevens here
They're floating around the
floating
table.
around the table.
For a few hands, we're seeing Queen Jack offsuit pop up a lot. Now pocket sevens are making their way
And
in.
she is going to bump this up. She's going to make it 7,000.
Cole with a King 9 suited in spades. It looks real nice. And it's your button. Oh, the temptation.
Yeah, the temptation is there. Certainly is. He does only have 19 big blinds left with 38,000 in chips. Seems like he ought to pick a better spot, and he agrees. He's going to lay that down.
Say too bad I mean, if he did log it, he would be in bad shape because Kevin Wall is a 9, Scott has a king.
Yeah.
But a lot of times there, when you're low stack, if you got 2 suited overs against a pair, you know, you got to get lucky and get a little run. That would have been a horrible spot.
Back over to Scott with the nemesis, and he's going to make the call here.
Oh,
so we got.
Like I said, I'm going to make a book about King Jack being the worst hand in poker.
You're going to have to put some data behind that.
Yep, and there's a Jack. And
Because
wow,
look.
the nemesis flopping the lead. I will say, once in a while it can win. I'm not saying that. Any hand can. I just see a lot of players getting knocked out in tournaments playing King Jack and losing big pots because they get trapped to inferior hands.
13,000 is the bet from Scott. Back over to Melissa, a.k.a. Trouble.
Taking notes, it works again.
All right.
Are they rounding up to 24?
Scott with the nemesis takes on the pot, and he's starting to grind up.
The question is, yes, we do have security here, and the security is more than happy to walk you to your car if you.
Well armed,
and,
too.
Yeah, and at the very least, when you walk out the door, he's out observing. But if you would like him, typically in the evening, it's Asante. Very nice gentleman.
Listen, Asante,
Very well trained.
Funny you say that. As soon as I walked in,
Yeah.
I was just calling the lady
Yeah.
about to get on the live stream, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden Asante's walking out Dorothy
Yeah. Yep.
to the car. And I mean, and by the way, old school gentleman.
Yes.
He's walking her out. She's got her arm wrapped around his. He's
On the
helping
elbow.
her.
Yep.
Total gentleman,
Yep.
walking her out to her car. Old school. I like that. Chivalry is not dead, folks.
No, and Asante, like I said, he's a great guy. We're really
Oh,
fortunate
he's
to have
part of
him
the
a part of
Reserve
our
family.
team.
He's been here for a while now.
Yeah, he has.
And shout out to Dorothy if she's watching.
Cody Diller says, "Let's go, Georgie."
I was hoping for a deep run for Dorothy. She came with her lunch lady gloves. She looked ready to go. I asked her when she was here, "Do you got your lunch lady gloves?" She goes, "Yep, I got them locked and loaded." The power of the lunch lady gloves. Cole B now with king queen.
Yeah, he really wanted to play that last hand. It seemed like it with the king nine of spades, but now he's got king queen offsuit. He's in the cutoff, and he's going to raise it up. Or no, he's going to make the call of 6,000. Isaac with another pocket pair had raised to 6. Georgie came along. Cole now coming along, and now No Chop is he's not a calling kind of guy with ace jack diamonds. He's going to raise this up. I'm wrong. He calls, makes it 6,000. Tamim now is in the big blind, just needs 4,000 to complete, and he does. And we got a pot of brewing here, folks. This is 5-handed. Danielson gets it all set up for us.
There's a 9 in the window, 9, 6, 8. Great flop for Georgie. Middle pair and an open-ended straight draw. Yes.
And yeah, go all in.
Looking to take it down now, too. He's only got 18K. This will be a huge hand if it can hold.
Give me a harder sub.
As you're going to hear the table in the background.
Yes.
Must be an all-in moment. We were hearing hearts or a 7 being called for.
Miles is watching. Great to see you again today, Miles. Always a pleasure.
No Chop with the ace high. Not too thrilled with that.
Question came up about how many players are left. We believe we're right at around 8 tables. We should be somewhere just below 80 players.
Thank you for the.
And now Isaac is the one that raised this up pre-flop with his pocket fives. Continues to get these small pairs in the last orbit. And right now, Georgie's in a strong lead with his 8-7. Middle pair and open-ended. And if a 5 came, it would be disastrous for even more so than for Isaac. So
Thought process thing.
tough situation.
And Georgie's going to be pumped up for that one. He is up to 50K. He was just down to 15.
Georgie's got a lot of energy. Georgie's got a lot of energy. Very enthusiastic player. Loves to play these tournaments.
Yeah, he's
Loves to come to the reserve.
Good job, Georgie.
Always a lot of great energy. And now we're going to switch up dealers.
Hey, he was the model.
Paul is coming in.
He was the.
Caitlin, how are you?
That's a good
Hope to see you soon.
Poor Eddie.
See if I can get an updated count for you, G. Curry, on how many players are left based on the picture. Oh, we can see it right up there on the right-hand side.
Yep,
there it is.
110
110 players.
236, and that will stay updated throughout the show. Nice little feature that we have here. You're live at the Reserve Poker Club. Updated chip count, too, as you see Kevin Wall is in the lead at 164K at the featured table. They said this is just the featured table, those standings. I'm sure throughout the live stream, usually Vic is good at the intel. We'll send him on a quick mission. He always seems to do like the little.
Yeah.
You do a sonar sweep, Vic.
I do.
And you basically get about the 5 or 6 biggest stacks. You know everyone's name.
Yep. I try to figure out.
I don't know all the names like you do. I mean, I know a lot of the players' names, but it
Yes,
seems
you
like
do.
even the new players,
Right.
you seem to get to know real quick. We'll do the Vic sonar sweep in about maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, get an update for you guys. Some of the big stacks. Like I said, I know Bad Beat Keith, when we started this, had a large stack in the main lobby. And we got 3 players going to the flop with a 9-8-7 board, couple of diamonds. Patton with a great flop, open-ended straight draw plus the flush draw. Also, Melissa has an open-ended straight draw and an over, 2 overs.
75.
I gotta believe Patton's in love with this. I mean, especially with Queen 10 now, you're thinking if the Jack comes, you got the highest straight also with the Queen. It's a very tasty hand here. 7.5 in the middle, 7,500.
And here, if Missy makes this call, but she doesn't, and the Jack comes, then she's would have been able to hide in the weeds and get some money out of Patton from that. Kevin Wall with middle pair, bottom pair, and now he's got a
There's the
diamond
flush
draw.
for
But
Patton, but yeah, Kevin, a nut flush draw. And I'm
check, check.
surprised-
Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's a payoff card right there for Patton.
Yeah.
The ace on, and like I said, he's low stack. Yeah, bad card for Kevin on the
Yeah.
river. Great card for Patton though, as he fully doubles up. And now that was 79,000 in that pot.
Not the ace.
I really thought Patton could have gotten that all in too on the turn, but it didn't matter. He had the perfect payoff card on the river. The ace coming. Good for him.
He definitely didn't put you on the same 3 diamond.
I was thinking he had his ace. Ace making you two very good.
Again, this is a feature table, ladies and gentlemen. This is a table just like any other for the tournament. However, we do have it set up for the live stream.
8 to go.
We wanted to share some of this action with you tonight.
Down to 7-4. Says no thank you over to Cole with the ace 7 off.
Lines are good enough.
Georgie was the initial raiser with his ace jack, bumping it up to 8K.
Cody Diller out there is rooting for Georgie. Tamim now has been pretty quiet.
I did that earlier. I looked at my hand earlier and I was like, I'm gonna fold this, and just sat there. I'm like, oh, it's my turn.
The ace 9 off. So
Yeah, you fold in your mind and then it gets to you and you're just like, oh, look.
You already clicked the button.
Yeah. I clicked the button. Why didn't it go away?
Thomas Bear says he loves the Knight Rider effect of the thing going back and forth there when it's that person's.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
the Knight Rider.
yeah.
That's OG right there.
Keep these out here.
Oh, there's our VIP too so far.
Yeah, great.
Is that
We're
chip
keeping track of the
count?
VPIP.
A lot of players seem to like that stat. Kevin Wall
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
double up a short stack, but he's still in great shape at 128K. Scott S has been climbing up at 82. Georgie's sticking around, fighting down the 15Ks at 56. Ed's been kind of quiet so far, but here's pocket eights. Scott folds his queen 4 suited.
9 to go.
That's going to bump it up to 9,000. No chop with a 5 deuce of spades. Looking around. Maybe a little table image spot there for no chop. Patton with the nice fold by Patton, an experienced poker player, folding the nemesis. It looks like Ed's going to get a walk and add 6,000 to his stack. I'm sure he's not upset with that. Is that the myth, the legend? Is that Poison Paul in the box?
That is Poison Paul in the box, and that's Brian running the floor today, doing a great job, putting on a lot of steps here, probably up to 13 or 14,000 steps today, running all over the place, doing a great job though, keeping this tournament running well with a lot of people's help as well. We got a great team here. I mean, this every time we do one of these big events, it just solidifies how much our team works well together, complements each other's
All hands on deck.
skill sets, attitudes.
Definitely a shout out to the
We're
dealers,
proud
too.
of ourselves. We are very proud of ourselves, and we need to be. And we hope that all of that pays off. We want our players and our customers to feel like they're coming in here and being part of something special.
Georgie with the 7 deuce says nope.
And they're
Is he
going to run
coming
this.
along? Oh, he is coming along.
Yeah, battle of the blinds here.
And there is 3 of a kind, and this could be a trouble flop for Georgie. Little surprise there when you call with 7 deuce and you get 2 pair. He's not going to raise it.
He's going to bet into it, though.
Man, he is drawing absolutely dead.
Yeah.
Because Scott also holds a 7, so now if you're Scott, if he's betting in you.
Check.
Scott's going to put the hammer on this. Stop it where it is. Put the 2 spades out there. Or is he going to try to get a call out of Georgie?
Call.
Oh. Wow. Snap call. That we didn't get to see what the river was. The graphics wasn't. But, man, that was a big hit there for Georgie.
Scott.
Battle of the blinds.
He might be up to 100K now, Scott. He's been
Yeah.
on a roll since
He really could be.
started this feature table. And there he is, right there at 92K, just under 100.
Just under 100. Young man Cole there in seat 9 has been pretty quiet now. Down to 10 big blinds. Missy's really trying to get something going here, but not able to. But she's very patient.
How great would it be just to play poker for 2 days?
Yeah, yeah.
And turn $140 into at least 20,000.
Right. This is our $100,000 prize pool guarantee with 20,000 first place guarantee, and at this rate where we've got 23 people going into Sunday from the first flight and now 24 people from the second flight.
Isaac with ace queen offsuit.
We'll likely exceed both of those guarantees. Isaac in the cutoff is going to raise it up to 8.5 with ace queen, and Isaac has not been quiet here because he had a few pocket pairs, and so he does take the blinds down at least here with that raise. Yeah, so total we saw 470 entries today. We got 23 players already bagged for Sunday, starting our restart day 2 at 1 p.m. And then we're playing this evening down to 24 players.
Down to 110 as you see up there. So 11 tables remain.
Georgie's friend Cody's not real happy with that last play. I think there's some activity in the main room from Moose. I thought I heard his voice, and the crowd in here gave it a chuckle.
2s over 3s.
I mean, it is Moose.
It is Moose. Always love having Moose around, and now Kevin Wall wakes up with pocket 4s.
Flop the boat.
Yeah, the Moose is loose at the reserve.
Flopping a higher one.
Kevin is going to raise to 8,000. Back over to Ed with the dirty diaper. Yep.
Jinx.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I said Jinx first.
You
just
did
brought
say
in the
Jinx
Coke.
first, I know. What are you drinking now? Brisk?
Yeah, they got a little special across the street.
Oh, all right.
2 for $2.50. Giant brisk and a lemon.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, $1.25.
A lot of good fluid there for you.
Well, let me go.
King high board.
Kevin has played a lot of poker with Missy and knows that he can continuation bet here, and if Missy doesn't catch any of that, she's going to be folding. Plus, she's not in a good shape here, and now she's down to 10 big blinds, just like her chair partner there, Cole. Tamim is chip lead now with 145,000. Kevin Wall, who started here after the dinner break at about 189, has dropped, but still maintaining a good chip count.
Yeah, you want to be around 60K at this blind level. You usually want at least 20 bigs.
It was horrible.
Yeah, Thomas Bear, the idea of a roaming camera is something that I know the Wizard has talked about. It would be cool to cut back over to somebody who was focused on a big hand, a couple of, say, 2-3 all-ins, and you could have a camera person there with a microphone kind of playing that out, cut back to that, particularly in these big tournaments like this where we're just doing the feature table. I like that idea, and I know that Jim, the Wizard, likes it as well.
That'd be pretty dope.
It would be dope. An expensive dope, but it would be dope.
Check. 5 players.
5 players now.
Haven't seen this too much.
No,
since
we
started
haven't.
the feature table, especially with the blinds getting up. Not too often you see 5 players seeing a flop.
And Paul puts out a big flop there.
But not for any of these hands.
No.
I mean, normally you're going to see Action Jackson with a 9 King Jack board with a couple of hearts.
This is a wiffle ball miss for all of them. Now the third heart comes out.
I mean, Pat picks up a pair and a flush draw, but now
Cole's got the flush draw and
a straight draw.
And he is going to push all in here.
I like this semi-bluff from Cole.
I do too.
He could take it down, or if he gets called, he still has plenty of outs to get there.
You got to take the hat off for the TVs.
He's really got a lot of outs here. Patton now. Bottom pair. And a flush draw with the 6 of hearts.
Yeah, I don't either. I know who he is, but I really don't know.
I know the name.
He's basically in the lead here, and he would need to
Yeah.
he would need to dodge a lot of cards. He'd need,
Foul here, Styles. I'm embarrassed now that I just said that.
even though he is in the lead.
What, Taylor Swift?
That I knew about that.
Pat really thinking about it here.
Yes, he is thinking about this. I like the fact that he's thinking about it, but he does lay it down.
Hey, man.
And
This is going to go through for Cole. This will be huge for Cole. Up
very big, much needed.
44.5. Like I said, you want to get around 60K at least right now.
Yeah.
Now it's just about one more hand. He doesn't even have to double up, and he can get there.
Yes, G. Curry, the live stream is on a 15-minute delay. Everything that you're seeing, Dominic and I are seeing for the first time, but it did happen 15 minutes ago. The other thing that's required of people playing on the live stream table is they have to put their cell phones and their smartwatches up on the shelf. Cannot have those in possession. And Kevin Wall and Tamim now a little bit closer in chip count as basically our co-leaders at this particular table. This is just the feature table. We are able to give you the chip counts here,
Cowboys.
but not necessarily of everybody else out there. And now Scott.
Scotty. He wants to be a cowboy, baby.
He does. He's going to catch a lot of heat for not having any 3rd Street Cigar stuff on, so we're going to call him the hobo the rest of the night. Trailer for sale or rent.
Now he is rocking the iHeartRadio. I know he works for that. So
yeah, that's true.
He's being a company man right now. Shout out to Scott and iHeartRadio, by the way, for putting multiple segments about our veterans tournament on their stations.
Yeah.
So we want to give a big shout out to iHeartRadio and Scott for really stepping up and getting the word out about our veterans.
Oh,
tournament
young Cole, you just got these chips. Wisely. They were giving him a hard time about having his hat down up over his face, so he's turned it around. We now get to see the full look here. He is thinking about it. That almost was forward motion.
Yeah.
Got to watch that stuff. Got to watch that.
And like the voice Vic just said, you just got those chips, Cole. Don't just give them away to charity. Save, reduce, reuse, recycle, just like Captain Planet.
Ready to go out stage, and then you peek around the curtain. Like, oh, never mind. I'm going back.
Man, look at that, down to 86, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. The computer's caught up, and we are down below 90 players. That means we're down.
No, I can't be that embarrassed. Calling my deuces.
Yeah, he's like looking at his hand like, what are these people going to think?
We've got 9 tables, which means there's 2 tables in here and 7 tables out in the main room.
That was probably what they did to me earlier.
A little bit of the roar that you hear in the background. We've got 3 food trucks out there tonight, and hopefully we'll see them all here again tomorrow night.
Oh, I can assure you, Dom's back there just grilling me on that one. Always got him in the double bucket. 9 Jack, 9 total.
Which one am I? Georgie.
Georgie with the Nemesis now.
Oh, Georgie's talking about grilling.
Suited.
And he's
suited.
playing the Nemesis like he's just poking the bear. Georgie, for one, I don't like to grill anybody on here unless it's Tim and he doesn't work here anymore. So let's get that straight. I'm with Vic, and me and Vic, the Vic's the voice. I don't grill Vic. One time I grill Vic is when he tries to steal my Coke when I won the Jinx War just moments ago.
That's right.
But other than that, but you can't say I'm grilling you and then play the Nemesis like this. Unbelievable.
Kevin
Right
Wall
now, hey, look at, hey, I'll give it this. What a time to play the Nemesis, though. You had the diamonds hemmed up. Now you got Queen Jack hemmed up.
But he gets everybody to fold. Tamim had made the call under the gun with $3 grand, and now he gets Tamim to fold.
Yeah, I think probably still
Huh?
but we switched the formula a little bit.
I was going to say if he was going to talk about the Nemesis.
Oh. Yes, Michael, the registration is closed. We are now... Oh, I kind of lost track. I think we're in the 11th level here. These are 25-minute levels.
Me too.
And this is the 3rd level after the dinner break, which was a 30-minute dinner break. At the end of the 30-minute dinner break is the end of registrations. And through all of that, we saw 236 registrations in this flight. We're going to be playing down to 24 players because the top 10% from each flight advanced to day 2, Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock.
Looks like Georgie's going to call the 3K with the ace-3 offsuit over the Cole with the ace-4.
And you're joining us here at the Reserve Poker Club, 5105 Glendale Avenue, Toledo, Ohio. We celebrated our 2-year anniversary back on April 26th with a $200,000 prize pool guarantee tournament. Crushed that guarantee.
We got
4
an
players.
8-7-7 board here. Nobody hitting anything. Right now, Georgie's still in the lead. I'll say if you're going to limp in like that with the ace-3, I think he's got a plan. He's going to get aggressive. Must be getting a feel for the table, feeling like they're playing a little timid.
Trey is watching. Hey, Trey, buddy. Hope to see you here in the next couple of days. I know you can run
Georgie's going
deep.
to take down a pot.
Yeah.
Off at about 10.5 grand. And he's back up to 61,000.
Yeah. Now at that 20 big blind level, much more comfortable. Tamim and Kevin Wall both at 43 big blinds. So this is the chip count basically of our feature table, mainstream feature table.
Yeah, then I'm going to start dropping now.
All of the players that are sitting at this table pretty much on a random draw will utilize this table just like we do the other 8 tables that are remaining. As we lose players from this table, and we'll move players over just like we do in a regular tournament table. We just call it the feature table because we're bringing it to you at a 15-minute delay broadcast here on YouTube and Facebook.
Scott S. with pocket 9s picking up a nice premium hand here. He's got the momentum. He's got the hat tilted down with the glasses. Beard game in check. Support of the 3rd Street Mafia. Check.
Looks like he did raise it up here to 7.5.
He's not afraid of no ghosts.
7,500. The blinds are currently at 1,500 and 3,000 with a $1,500 ante, which is paid by the big blind.
Now I got to think if Cole was debating on calling him with 8-7 last time.
Yes.
He's going to treat this queen jack like it's aces.
Yeah.
No? Double pump. Oh, the triple deke.
Yeah, I like the patience here.
And I like that though.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
We have the ability to see these cards, but on the other hand, that's really just at this point, why push out with that hand into a raise?
Yeah, no chop's not afraid though. He's going to come along with his ace-7 of clubs. Patton with the king deuce could get in for a discount. Here he has 3K in. He's thinking, well, it's only 4.5.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, there it is. And now we got 3 players going to the flop. And what a beautiful flop for 9s. But man, even better flop for Patton.
Yeah.
Patton flopping 3 of a kind, and he's gonna. Is he leading out? Yes, he's gonna play it like he has a 4. Like I said, some people might be saying, well, why are you leading out? Well, at the same time, if you got pocket 9s now with Scott, is he really going to lead out if he has a deuce here? Kind of throws you off a little bit.
It does throw you off a little bit. Scott does have the has been playing here for an hour or so, maybe 2 hours with Patton. See what kind of and a raise up here now to 20,000 min raise.
And like I said, you might, if just an example for some newer tournament players or maybe some newer poker players. Not all the time you want to just try to check and trap. A lot of these players are too good for that. They'll catch it on. Patton now, if he just smooth calls this, he might get more money in this in the long run. So if he just checks and calls, Scott might shut down. But it's going to be interesting here with the check. Look at that. Now he's playing it just like a 4.
Yep.
Like he's scared.
Laying in the weeds.
Yeah, Patton has done a nice job leading out and now checking like he's fearful. Really love how he's playing this hand. Over the Scott with 9s. Let's see if he can sniff it out. But at the same time, you got a straight and a flush draw out there. If you think your 9s are good, there's 65,500 in the middle.
25,000.
Now let's see how he plays this, where he does a little bit of Oscar moment. And yep. There's the Oscar nominee right there.
So now if you're Patton, I wouldn't even mind with 25 to just shove it all in, because if in case he does have a draw, you make him pay for it.
Yep. What you heard in the background was all of it from the other table that's in this room. Daniel's son, his trademark, all of it.
In this situation, you don't know that he has 9, so in case he's on a draw, you want to make him get his money in now.
Boy, he is just...
You have the best hand. You already put in about half your stack. And he is really pouring this on, folks. Like he's got a 4 and he's debating if he's good or not. Patton is just sucking him in. Scott, this man's dangerous.
And here's the question for Patton. If I do push all in, am I going to get a call from Scott? Do I risk?
And the Oscar
Do I
nominee
want more
goes
money?
too.
Yeah. The envelope, please.
Sorry, sir.
So the question was, how long did the morning tourney last till? We started that a little late today because we had some computer issues. Turns out we got Buckeye coming in to give a look at our megawatts, our wattage, our anyway. But anyway, we started a little bit late, and I believe we played down to 23 players at about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Patton
So
is just playing this.
Took about 8.5 hours. We went to about level 17. And he's going to make the call after looking like he's got a lot of consternation. And here comes the all-in. And now Scott's got a tough decision to make. What can he put Patton on? With a pre-flop raise, out of position, makes the call. What can he put Patton on? Can he get away from these nines? Did he say, I'm wondering why I'm running so bad? Is that what he said? Something like that. He's not happy with being in this position right now.
Come on. All little cards.
28.5.
Come on, do me good. Come on.
5 of the window.
Show me some love. Come on, Daniel. Show me some love here. I fucking hate coin flips.
Sherry. My 5 held earlier. I got it.
You just hear him talk to himself right now. He's really frustrated.
He is frustrated.
Like 7 of them, like standing up.
75.
Stretch.
Oh, okay. Quite so bad.
He has not convinced himself to call, and that's what he's trying to do. But he's made the call, shows the nines,
Yes! Come on.
and Patton's
hold
going to
up.
show the king deuce.
Go 5.
A real gentleman, though.
Woo!
I hear Ric Flair's in the background.
Is that who that is?
There it is again. But no, and it was interesting. I wanted to, like I said, during that segment too, you might have heard myself and Vic kind of almost go Silence of the Lambs right there, because Scott was literally what we were even like noticing earlier. The way Patton played that hand, it was he set that up the way he did. And he wouldn't have gotten paid off. That's a great poker hand, folks. If you're even watching the live stream on switching up your play, well, if you're a young buck and you want to learn from a veteran, that was a great play by Patton, and I understand why Scott felt the way he did.
Absolutely, that was a clinic right there from Patton. Yep.
So, and Scott, by the way, I mean, I think I would have done the same thing. I mean, pocket nines, that's a board 9 out of 10 times. You're loving with pocket nines unless an overpair's there. And
right.
But no, leading out was the beginning of that. The way he led out, and then he checked like he was in fear.
Yep.
Then he did a little Hollywood.
Yep.
And yeah, it worked out great for Patton.
Not as good as Eddie.
Scott, don't worry, you can double up and get right back there.
Another pair.
But that does make Patton
Or you caught a
our chip leader at this feature table.
Couldn't believe it.
And it looks like Sherry is packing things up. She might have gotten knocked out. That's Melissa's wife. And the blinds are now at 2,000, 4,000, 2,000. I believe we're at level 12. This is our 4th level after the dinner break. We do take a 10-minute break now after this level. When that happens, we ask that you stay with us. And if you look up at the upper right-hand corner, we have now gotten down to 8 tables, 80 players of the 236 entries left. 4-handed now going into this flop.
You didn't have a diamond.
9, king, 10 board. Pair of nines for Isaac.
Check.
But yeah, nobody's truly in love, as I can see.
And to me, might have missed an opportunity there, but both Patton and Isaac have nines here.
And this is where, when you have a chip stack, you should have the advantage. Now, if you're Patton or Tam, take advantage of those chips. There's 18K in the middle. And instead, look at George.
Look at Georgie getting aggressive here, and I believe he's going to get everybody to lay this down.
Well, the man is scratching and clawing. He's showing some fight. Isaac's looking at, gave him the look.
Yes, he did.
It was his own version of the people's eyebrow, and then he let it go for Georgie. Georgie, nice job stealing some money there, up to 75K. He's really only about 25K away from feeling really comfortable now.
Yeah. So Red Ted says he might have to make the 2-hour drive. We've got a number of people in the building today that have driven further than that today. They really want to be a part of this. There are people that have come in from out of town, and they'll get a hotel for the night. They come with many bullets in their arsenal so that they can play, at least take a couple of stabs at each flight, trying to hit that double bag bonus of $1,000. Everybody today that makes it, that bags for day 2 on Sunday at 1 o'clock, today they get paid $200. They get paid $200 immediately. They come back, and if they bag again and double bag, they'll get a $1,000 double bag bonus.
Scott S. with the all-in moment. King, queen of diamonds. He's got 18-5. And here's the beauty, though. If he doubles up right here, Vic, with the antes and the blinds, he'll be right back. Has a nice hand with king, queen. Suited, may I add? A no chop. We've seen him get froggy from time to time. Has a 9-8 suited in diamonds. But he's not too pot committed. Looks like, oh, another example, Vic. The nemesis.
The nemesis. Kevin's been a little quiet.
Guys,
Sometimes that.
I need to write my book on why never to play this hand. You know, then someone wins 1 time out of 8 times on here. They're like, see, Tom, it's not so bad. Right, it looks like Kevin is going to call. I mean, he could still suck out, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, no. Oh, no!
You're supposed to be weak if you're with the big blinds going at you.
So let's see if Scott can survive here and continue on to the night, hoping to make the top 24 players
You don't tell him
moving
that
on
now.
from this flight to day 2 because he's moved
You don't
10%
tell me
over.
that now.
and there's king, queen, and that is
Boom.
pretty much it. Unless she gets runner. Yep, that's all she wrote,
That's
folks.
the check mark.
And once again, the worst hand in poker, king jack. loses.
Wait for it. I needed it on the turn.
So shooting Shred, you asked about our 15-minute delay. We are engaging with our YouTube
Right.
and our Facebook audience on a live basis. What we are presenting here, what Dom and I are seeing here and presenting out here into the live stream is 15 minutes. This happened 15 minutes ago. So hope that helps explain. We have a 15-minute delay from the action to what is actually out there, and Dom and I are included in that. We are not privy to what happens in real time.
No, we're live with you guys.
But we're live with you.
Live at the Reserve,
And we're trying to-
Thursday night,
Yeah,
summer series.
summer series.
Dominic, Vic, the Wizard, Tyler, working together to bring you some goodies. Show me the goodies, in the words of Harry. Gotta still include Harry on here, as you know, still miss him a lot. When I get events like this, sometimes Harry does pop in my head. You know, I have an interview on my Instagram of Harry.
Oh, terrific.
I'm actually lucky when he was still. I saved it the day I got it and I put it in my reels.
Uh-huh.
If you go on my Instagram, if you guys ever wondered about Harry, and it was great. He was having a ball in that interview. Just definitely one of the players that helped make this room what it is today. And no chop with a queen 9 offsuit.
He's been very quiet. Kevin Walls now kind of try to get something going here again. See if he can build back up his stack. He started his stack here after the lunch break at about 184,000, something in that area. And he's taken a couple of hits now, Patton with the queen 10. And yes, the morning session went about 8 hours, 8.5 hours. I believe they were done around 7:30. They played down to 23 players. As soon as we got to 23 players, we did a chip count for each of those, gave them a receipt. That's the chip count that they're going to start with on day 2, starting which is on Sunday at 1 p.m. We went to about 17 levels. We're at about the 12th level now with this.
Well,
now-
K-Wall flopping mid-pair.
Yeah, mid-pair here for Kevin Wall, who bet this out.
And I was about to say play some big stack poker, but these are 2 big stacks. And Patton's floating. Is he raising?
He's raising.
He's raising with a bluff here.
He's raising.
Patton just, man, switching it up, playing Scott, getting max value from Scott earlier, and now he's attacking Kevin.
Yeah.
No one is afraid of this poker general, Patton.
And let's see if he does not. No, he doesn't show. He's going to push that in. Jamal.
And General Patton.
Yeah.
Just war on everybody. There are no friends in this game. There's only one mission: domination, control, command, and conquer.
So, Cody, we were hoping to about 2 to 3 hours tonight on our live stream. We got started at 10:30. It's now coming up on midnight. So we've been at this about an hour and a half. We're going to leave this to the Wizard to decide how much longer we go. Long days here for our summer series. Started Sunday with a free roll. And then Monday we had a freeze out. Tuesday, the just fantastic team event, dual tournament team event. And then last night was the $500 freeze out. First place was $8,800 plus.
Kevin Wall picking up ladies.
Oh yeah.
And Patton with the nemesis.
Got the nemesis. Almost like he can hear you. He's
folks, is it a coincidence you've seen a gentleman outplay two very good poker players at the table, and the second time tonight the man has thrown away King Jack pre-flop, cutting his losses. I rest my case. General Patton, you are now the favorite to win this thing. The whole thing.
I seem to like the bullshit.
And we're almost down to 7 tables here. There's a shot of our main room if you've not been to the Toledo, the Reserve Poker Club here at 5105 Glendale Avenue in Toledo, Ohio. That's what it looks like.
I had 5-1.
Scott Singer, you see on the left right there.
And
there's
again,
Panda.
15-minute delay. Everything you're seeing here actually already happened 15 minutes ago.
Yep. See Naya over there too, grinding.
And with live stream here tonight for just a feature table. We're going to do that hopefully again tomorrow night and Saturday night. But come Sunday, sometime at around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, we will start to do a feature table for the day 2. And that will take us all the way to the end, all the way to the final table, all the way to crowning a victor for this $100,000 prize pool guarantee, $20,000 guarantee first place, and a very handsome trophy. And so Missy's going to get a walk here. It's got to make her happy.
There you go, Missy.
She's at 7 big blinds, so she is very happy now to just be in the small blind, see if she can get some things going and
Rocking the
improve her
tie-dye.
stack. But Patton now almost at 200,000. Again, this is the chip leaders for this table. We currently have 8, soon to be 7 tables still going here. What you're witnessing in this room is 2 of those 8 tables. David Huff stopped in today, so good to see you, Dave. He's watching now.
The Huffinator. He might be playing still. Maybe he's on break.
Could be.
I don't think it works like that.
No, I don't. I was trying to make
And
change.
General
I wish
Patton
you did.
Right, I was trying to make change.
No, I get it. I just.
is taking over.
Blinds are now at 242.
Roping in people with big hands, bluffing big stacks,
Look at
folding the nemesis.
Look at him. He's going to raise to 10,000. Oh, and Missy says she's got her eyes on Patton now. But Scott, ace 10 in the cutoff, and this is an all-in moment for Scott. Let's see if he can pick up.
Man, Cole also has a pair now with only 37K left. Might want to dance.
Right.
It's tough though when someone opens up with 10,000 and someone comes over the top with 37. Pocket threes tend to
About 30.
shrink, but at the same time, if you're putting them both on big cards. Maybe ace king versus ace queen, ace jack.
I like that lay down, young man.
Patton's going to get out of the way.
He was everything.
And Scott now, nice pickup by Scott, up to about 50K. That's the beauty of it, Scott. You get a little rush here, you can get up to 100K like nothing.
And even when I was getting paid, I had 3 hands.
And I really hope our audience picks up on the energy here in this room, because that's what the energy is for these tournaments here at the Reserve Poker Club in Toledo. A lot of fun, a lot of banter, laughter. Obviously, it's no fun to lose, but the poker action here, the playing, great atmosphere. We're very, very, very proud of the products that we provide for our customers.
Isaac with pocket sixes. Looks like he's going to bump it up to 10K. That seems to be the standard raise pre-flop as we've been seeing in the last few hands. Added with the weak ace, gets out of the way. Cole now with king 9 of diamonds. He's already in for 2.
What does that noise mean?
Isaac had raised it up with pocket sixes to
What other
10,000.
noises does he make with cards?
You have to figure that out yourself.
What's the aces?
All in, that's what it is.
What's the sound when she gets aces? I'm all in.
All in. Probably gonna make me raised. Sit out of You got a real bird. I've been called bird. Better than a jailbird.
And Cole lets it go. Over the no chop with 4 deuce.
And he really has just been card dead here since the lunch break. Not much action here for no chop. And he continues to be patient.
Pains him.
It pains him, but he's patient. And that's really a key. Red Ted says, by the way, what do you guys charge to play cash games? Excellent question. We have time chips that we sell to our cash players. Those are $5 chips, and they are $5 per half hour for a time chip to play cash. Above that, then there is no rake. There is no fee to become a member of the club, to be in the club, which is licensed by the state of Ohio. You have to be in our system, and that's just a matter of giving us a photo ID, and then we make a player's card for you. You're in the system, and you're a member. It's that simple.
Right.
Still wasn't far behind. No, but he still got
Going around the table now. Nothing too excited to get anyone jumping for joy.
you would have got paid. You would have got paid on that 2-2 board, not 2 people.
Old squads.
No. You get quads.
I hit by them. All
You
right.
hit quads, pocket jacks.
Cool. So in 3 hands, I hit the nut flush. I hit the
And if it folds around, even with Cole with 7 deuce, let's see if he shoves and tries to steal.
People are on, they're on, man.
What? Hate it. Fold it around. Nope. He's going to let it go.
I wouldn't say give.
There's a call and a check. We're going to go heads up, battle of the blinds. No chop and Kevin Wall.
And we got a couple of 10s with the jack.
And this is going to come down to who wants to bet at it.
And I like that by no chop.
And a quick fold there from Kevin Wall.
Yeah, you got to make some moves. You've been card dead a little bit. Get some of it back. Wants to at least maintain around where he's at. I mean, that's a nice little take for no chop because he's extremely card dead and he's over 80K still. As you can see, the updated chip amounts. Patton just jumping up at 183K. Scott rebounding well after a big loss, though. He's at 55. He's really one hand away. You've seen him pretty active. Georgie's been grinding up. Isaac's starting to come to life. Ed is kind of having the same treatment as no chop, little card dead. And Melissa, we're just waiting for a good old triple up from Melissa.
Because it has to be.
People fucking
We believe.
call anything on that.
Here's Georgie with ace 10.
And it looks like we're coming up on a break here. This is a break every 4 levels here once we get past the dinner break. So we're coming to the end of level 12. Any player that is not in hand, and Missy now, pocket fives, raise up from Georgie at ace 10.
Ooh, we're going to have a battle here. Oh, an ace-king for Kevin. He could have a chance to knock out 2 players right before the dinner break.
Broke the ball there.
And he's got Tamim behind him
Okay, drop it, oh, okay.
and Georgie.
You know, I won't be surprised if Georgie, though, if Kevin goes all in,
And he
Georgie
goes all
might.
in.
Well, that's not
Yeah.
what I wanted to see.
No,
Yeah,
that's
Georgie.
good lay down, Georgie.
Good lay down, though. Defense wins championships,
Yeah,
Georgie.
it does, and that's a disciplined play there on his part.
And he's going to be happy to see that fold, though.
Oh, shit. I went out on. Come on, they're gonna win for you.
I had a chance against you, but not him.
As soon as this hand is done here, we are going to go on a 10-minute break. We urge you to stay with us. There's more action to come here yet on this feature table.
Oh, there's a king right in the window. So
Right in the
Melissa's
window.
going to need a 5 and a 5 only. 2 pair for Kevin. And Kevin's going to pick up a nice 70K pot here.
Yeah. And Missy's going to collect her things and
Well,
head
it's a
out
good
with
thing.
Sherry.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
I know
Missy,
that they'll
thanks
be
for
back.
playing.
They'll be back. We've got 4 more flights for these ladies to come
Definitely.
and take
2
a
of our
stab at.
regulars.
What's that?
2 of our regulars, 2 of our favorites.
Yeah.
Nice
So-
run.
I had a chance.
We're going to take a 10-minute break as well, so please
Stay
take care
tuned.
of some things. Stay tuned. Call your friends, neighbors, and cousins. Let them know you're seeing some fun action here at the Reserve Poker Club, 5105 Glendale Avenue in Toledo, Ohio. We'll see you soon.
Boom shakalaka.
Well, good luck.
What's that? I've been up and down. Yeah, but trying to knock some people out, I can't. I was at like 185. I know. He's up like 3 minutes.
It's like right at, we should push.
Guy in seat 1 wants his.
Ryan, are we pushing on break over here?
Go back to that one. It's not, you know,
I couldn't think of what you're talking about.
right here, with the rail.
Kevin Wall.
Kevin Wall. Like I know this thing.
Are we pushing on the brake, Paul? Who's got the chips?
Oh, boy.
Oh, good, they're already over. 2.
2.
2. 3.
You all right, buddy?
3. Give me those 2. There's 3. 4. 5. Give me a nickel.
Oh, wait, so
2. Oh, empty rack.
the what?
Empty rack.
Yes.
8.
Are we getting, do I need to shuffle this?
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to respeed it?
Yeah, good luck.
I got 1 here. 1, 1, 1.
How many?
Either way, just start
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep, don't matter.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep.
Oh,
That's it. Oh, don't bring it.
oh, sorry. I thought you already did that.
45, 50. You got time to push too?
Yeah, back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna make that. I'm a break note.
And it must be so
Sorry,
that was my
Jordan.
one big
Yeah.
Nah, man, fucking bad you did.
Yeah, that would have taken me longer.
Right. Oh, wow. That's gotta be nice.
Oh shit.
Wait, will you put that on the,
Nope. Figure it out.
I was gonna throw it at you. I was gonna throw it.
Oh, no, we get hurt.
All right, Jamal, make me some money back.
People that complain are no good.
Listen. How often do I complain though when you're doing?
I don't know.
I mean, as long as you get me some chips, I'll be fine. I almost did 6 of that.
Shoot. I'm not gonna realize it. It's fine.
Hey, Garrett, can you have him call Brian for me?
We need Brian. Yes, we need Brian.
Right.
I don't know, Jamal needs Brian.
Oh,
I'm dealing. He's at the theater table or whatever it is. Yep. 6 to go.
All right, and welcome back. We are back from break, guys, and we are at our 100K Guarantee Summer Series main event. 20,000 guaranteed for first place, and we've seen a couple ups and downs, a couple roller coasters, Vic, throughout the first half. And look at here, we got 5s from Georgie, got the Nemesis King Jack at Cole.
When you bet out, when he bet out 8, you raised it.
Eddie's watching and Alex watching, and Rob Greer asked how many players are still in. We are down to 5 tables. We have 236 entries today, which means we're going to play this down to 24 players. When we get to 24 players, we're done for the night. We get their totals, and those 24 players make it into the day 2, which starts on Sunday. We still have 4 more flights to go.
They're calling you General Pat? Yeah, you're the general.
The general. The general's in the house with 174,000. He is the chip leader here at the feature table. This is a feature table for tonight. Pat just tuning in. This is a feature table for our
No, if I didn't have just that, you took
day
half a stack with that.
1B.
Oh, Georgie, you could have beaten that hand.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, I held up with fives.
And as far as the chip counts as it relates to this particular table, this isn't necessarily the standings throughout the entire tournament right now. But we wanted to bring you a feature table tonight. We'll be going probably, I'm thinking maybe another hour or so with our feature table. We wanted to bring you some action from
Something like that.
our Summer Series main event.
Yeah, we are live. And we're going to be live, by the way, every single night, I believe.
Every single night we want to do this. We want to do this tomorrow night and Saturday night, of course, Sunday.
Vic, I hope the wife's not going to get jealous of me. I'm getting all this time with you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be myself and Vic in the booth Friday, Saturday, and I believe all of Sunday. We're rock and rolling all day too, right, Vic?
Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday, I believe, you know, we're probably going to be needed as dealers for a couple of hours
so?
starting out. I think so. We'll see. Those of you that don't know us, Dom and I are also dealers here. We work the floor. I work the cage.
Jack of all trades.
We wear many hats, but we try to be in here in the booth when there's a live stream, particularly our cash games, our Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday night live streams. And then we try to do feature table and final table for our big events.
Vic's downplaying it, folks. I mostly commentate, and I work Fridays here and every other Wednesday. Vic does everything here. That's the real truth. Vic has about 17 different things he does here, and he does them all well.
General Patton is going to come out here and open up, and after this flop, Isaac is clearly in a lead. Not much there for Patton. The general, he's going to check it. Isaac is not going to check it. He's going to bet it.
Yeah, see where you're at, especially when you're going against a serious player.
Yeah.
Don't just play the guessing game.
And Isaac may be in the middle of the pack here with regards to the chip count here at this feature table, but I've really liked his play here that we've seen since the break.
Yeah.
I don't know Isaac. I don't know that I've ever seen him play before, but I really do like the discipline he has and his ability to find the spots. Of course, General Patton has come up almost 100,000 from the dinner break with some very strong play. And again, really about picking spots.
Yeah, and, you know, can Scott S. get that double up to get 3rd Street Cigar fan club back into it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you think about it, he's been up and down, and he got a little unlucky with 9s, but he's at 53K. If he doubles up once, he'll have a nice stack of over 100K. So, especially with blinds like this, if you get a rush of cards, blinds are at 3,000 and 6,000 with a 3K, you know, big blind ante. So there's already 12,000 in the middle. You just need 20 minutes of 2 big hands.
Yeah.
And your whole outlook of the tournament can change.
We've got Kara now coming in.
And look at Isaac with the ace over the Georgie with the Jack 9.
That's not good enough.
And no chop with the mystery hand. Those of you just joining us, this deck has chips. Each card has a chip in it. And within that rectangle in front of the players is underneath the table is a chip reader. So when the players get their cards, they're required to put it in that box and hold it there for at least a couple of seconds so that we can have the advantage of seeing what each of those cards are.
He's already trying to.
There's also a rectangle in the middle of the table where the flop and the rest of the board goes from the dealer, and the computer can read that as well. And occasionally somebody puts their chips in there, and cards in there in the box and doesn't quite get them in there long enough or in the right position.
That's what we call the Scooby-Doo
Occasionally
hand.
we have a mystery hand, and we did that last hand.
Yeah, I call it the Scooby-Doo hand and the mystery machine. No chop with the Jack 5 offsuit. No sir over the Kevin Wall with a pair of 3s now. Like you say, he's got 142K in front of him. Looking to make some noise.
Raise 15,000.
And he's going to raise this up. Make it 15,000. General Patton in the cutoff. He certainly would have done something with that hand before the raise came. That's definitely in his range from what we've seen so far. Let's see if he does make the call. He's the chip leader at this table.
General Patton can do whatever he wants.
And he does. Isaac, let's go to Queen 8 of diamonds.
Queen 7 offsuits. Wait his turn.
I usually like to get in hands with you too.
Blinds are now at 3,000, 6,000 with a $3,000 ante. This is level 13.
Here we go.
Me and the general.
Kevin Wall in the general.
And there's a 3 right in the window and a flush draw for the general.
This could get hairy.
And both these players have humongous stacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I think that's it. Just thank you.
Kevin Wall does check.
I'm not sure yet.
15.
Kevin's got to be
How does-
salivating right now.
I
Flopping
know.
bottom set and one of the few players that can truly double you up, but he's got a hand he doesn't want to go against. Just a smooth call.
What would a king of clubs look like? All right.
And here's the 8.
And he's going to check it. And a check back from the general
Free
Pat.
card. And ooh, look, he dodged. I'll tell you what, Kevin played that a little dangerously, but
Yes, he did.
he did get a nice pot though here. Did get a bet out of the Patton, General Patton.
And he's just going to lay that down after missing his.
146.
He does show the pocket threes.
Basically saying, hey, I'm not playing around.
Nope.
You know, I can push back too.
But I wasn't in hand with you. I would've
We got
been
Eddie
there.
McNally tuning in.
Yeah, Eddie, how are things going in Chicago? Did you find a nice place to eat? I gave Eddie some recommendations for some nice places to go out, not just to go get a Chicago dog or an Italian beef and sausage. And coming in now into seat 8 is Scott. Scotty is
Oh, Mr. Singer.
Mr. Singer, the collector of arrowheads.
Yes.
And
Bass
Scott,
fisherman, expert, farmer, entrepreneur.
yes.
Then you're good point.
Eddie says hope. Did you mean to say nope?
Yes, shout out to Scott. Loving the sunglasses, by the way, Scott. Some nice aviator style sunglasses. Beard game in check too. He's ready to play. Looks like he's got a nice stack in front
He
of him.
does. Came in with about 143,000. Again, this is a feature table, ladies and gentlemen, which means it's just a regular table in terms of this tournament. So as we get players moved, this table is treated just like one of those. This, of course, will be one of the last tables that, or if it won't be broken, because we'll be going down to 24 players. So at some point we'll be down to 3 tables once we get to 24 players. And here comes Scott now. Got the battle of the blinds now between Scott and Ed.
Ed disguising the strength of his hand with a king 9. When the blinds get bigger like this, a lot of times you'll see hands like that bump it up if a player is trying to limp in. Ed pairs his 9. Scott does have a gut shot. But I think with only 40K, it's either you shove or fold here. You either try to bluff or you get out of the way, and he's going to get out of the way. By the way, Eddie, while we're in between hands, Eddie did a typical Eddie response after Vic says he's recommending all these great restaurants, all these great places for Eddie to go in Chicago, and Eddie responds, Twin Peaks tonight, but at the Rivers Casino right now.
Yeah.
So that's a shocker. That is a textbook Eddie response after you suggest all these great places to eat.
Well,
of course, Eddie will
it's-
just say, you know
in
what, I'm
Eddie's-
going to Twin Peaks.
I know. In Eddie's defense, he could almost walk there from the hotel he's staying in Rosemont.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But that casino pretty much has a 1-3 cash game all the time.
That's a classic Eddie right there.
Yeah.
I'll call that a classic Eddie.
G. Curry is asking us to make a stab at what we think first place. What we can tell you is that we've got a $20,000 first place guarantee. This is a prize pool guarantee of $100,000.
I won't be surprised if we hit 30.
Yeah?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's tip chips.
I'm going to be diplomatic and just say it's a $20,000 first place guarantee right now. We're really off to a great start, though, G. Curry. 470 entries between the two flights today.
Kevin Wall with a suited King 3. Raises it up to 18K.
Start off with 500.
Georgie with the 10-8.
I don't want to tussle with you yet.
Ed with the Moose, 8-5.
Yeah, a little big stack poker from Kevin Wall here.
Scott in the big blind. And it looks like this aggression from Kevin Wall is about to pay off. Hard to see Scott completing this with 12,000 to call. Scott's both of these guys, seasoned players. Scott plays a lot of cash as well. Kevin pretty much a tournament player. And Kevin does take that down.
I had a live card.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, G. Curry, there's a lot of big money on the line, as well as a very handsome trophy. We had a trophy for every one of our Summer Series tournaments this week. We had a free roll Sunday. We had a $100 freeze out on Monday. Tuesday, we had a very unique team dual tournament event. Last night was the $500 freeze out. First place was $8,865 and a trophy.
All right, and we are back in the action. No chop with Queen 10 offsuit. I'm sorry, Queen 5 offsuit. First up says no. The Doyle for Kevin.
Kevin's got the Doyle.
Here's go.
I doubt that's going to really fly for him.
Gary, are you Aaron Salzman? Take the hat off.
Yeah. I see it. I see it.
Maybe my daughter will watch the live stream.
And then he got embarrassed because he was talking about
Hey,
Taylor Swift.
there's nothing wrong about being Swifty. Right.
Taylor Swift.
Nothing wrong with it.
6 to go.
I mean, some of our newer stuff isn't that good, but.
How dare you?
No,
All
I
in
said
for
some.
Ed.
I
On
said
the button
some
with
of it.
ace-2
Some of it's
offsuit.
not.
Yeah, got to make a move. And Cole now with ace-7.
But this would be Cole's
Oh my gosh, but if you were.
all-in moment if he decides
Oh,
to make this call.
I know I probably have, but I can name one of her songs.
I felt that too.
You just do tip and you're taking his money.
I'm in my position, I'm calling that all day.
Great opportunity for Cole to double up here. Oh, lets it go. Once again, aggression pays off. Ed taking down some blinds and antes.
Daniel, we do just about 4 events of these big events like this a year. I think we're probably going to pick the pace up on that, but the next big event we've got coming up in October is actually going to be 2 weeks. And then what we're starting at the end of August on Saturday, we're going to have a $40,000 in a day guarantee. That's on Saturday, I believe August 26th. That's going to be the last Saturday of every month. 40K in a day.
Right. Right. There's not a lot of.
Looking forward to that one. That'll be a
That'll
big day. No pun intended.
Yes,
I mean, I
right.
say that, but
I had to. There's that cheesy, just bad joke.
Yeah,
But at least I made myself laugh.
that's good. That's good. It's good for you. That's healthy.
Yeah. Georgia, though, 5-4. Just look at it, Georgia. You don't want it. Scott with the dirty diaper. Ed with the Dorothy suited. The lunch lady hand.
Yeah.
10-7 for Cole. I'm sorry, Scott now with 6 deuce.
Scott on the button, and
He might
he
put
looks like
pressure.
he's going to raise this up, and he does. Scott's going to raise this up.
Oh, and bad timing. No chop.
Yeah, no
Pocket
chop.
jacks.
Who's been very idle. This is a
card
raise up
dead.
to
Finally, a nice
18,000.
spot for him.
And I believe No Chop has some experience with Scott, and he's going to go all in. Scott wondering why he did that to himself.
I like the play by Scott. Yeah, everyone's fooling around. You're playing your position, your button. You're trying to pick up some dead money, and he just got really unlucky right now. These guys are pretty much only making that move with, ace 10, ace jack or better. Fortunately for him, they got something better.
A good playing weekend, nice meeting you. Take
That was
care.
just unfortunate. I was trying to. That would have been, and I couldn't just call. Yeah, that put me about. If I would have won, I just call. It put me at like 100K.
Yeah, Daniel, back in March, we did our Scotty win. And Scotty was here for 2 weeks. That was a
You're new to the
2-week
table, I know.
spring tune-up series. And we had players coming from all over, and they would come and get a hotel nearby, pick their maybe their 3 days or 4 days that they wanted to play the most. That was a $100,000 prize pool guarantee, big tournament just like this one. So not uncommon for people to come for these big tournaments from all over. Haley, that's a good question, those blue chips. So those blue chips are dealer appreciation tips. They're worth $1 a piece, typically used in our cash games so that the players can tip our dealers. But it's become a little bit of a custom here, started by our good friend Smoke, a.k.a. Chris, to bring them to the tournament and then tip as you go.
Ed picking up ace 8 here, raising it up. Looks like about 18,000 pre-flop, and he's going to take that down. It's a nice little pull for Ed, because now it's been 2 hands in the last about 5 minutes. His ace deuce he took down when it was on his button, and now with his ace 8, and hopefully he's getting a little bit of momentum. He's up to 78,500, Vic.
Yeah.
Looking really nice, approaching that 100K mark. That's pretty much where you want to get. Well, right now, you really want to get to even like 120K. Like I said, 20 bigs is where you usually want to be if you want to feel really comfortable now. Really, really comfortable, because you're thinking you're in the top tier percentage. Like I said, the top 10% are going to make it to day 2.
And G. Curry, we do have a special rate at the, I believe it's the Fairfield Inn, which is really just a few miles away from here. You're going to find that referenced as Maumee, Ohio, M-A-U-M-E-E.
I had looking at a jack 9 suited in spades.
There are others who are under 400.
Cole looking down at a suited king. He's got 41K.
Right. Average stack to
Did Georgia just call with the pocket deuces?
He did just call.
Well, I'm a little shocked by that. Just, no matter what the flop is, you're kind of, unless you hit a deuce, what do you do type deal?
Yep, and particularly if we see a raise, there's still 3 more players here looking at 4 more players. You got the cutoff, you got the button, you got the small blind, and then the big blind.
And look at Kevin Hall with the ace king, and I think Georgie's going to be getting it all in whether he likes it or not. It looks like he'll be in good shape, as you see an ace 3 out there that'll probably fold. So deuces will be, a favorite.
Not Kevin Wall's MO here to just either smooth call or make a small raise. He's going to make a significant raise, I believe.
Especially when you see a player has only 33K back.
Blinds are now 3,000, 6,000, 3,000, 3,000 ante that's paid by the big blind.
Make them pay. And right now, like I said, Georgie's in good shape. The double up here, we just saw another ace. He had 5s earlier that he let go, and see what he does with this pair, and he's gonna fold the deuces.
Yeah, he's going to fold that after a significant raise by Kevin Wall.
And he is He's got 5 big blinds left, so he's playing with a little fire there. Sometimes you got to win a couple flips to get back into it.
And now Kevin Wall gets himself back up a little bit above where he was after the the big dinner break. Like I said, he sat down.
Get the spirits up.
The microphone's on.
I thought I would.
You've got 200 people watching, probably.
And as we mentioned at the top of this broadcast, many of these people are new to the live stream, and it was pretty quiet. But they're all getting pretty comfortable with it now. Some great banter, laughter,
Never been called her.
camaraderie. Georgie now is going to put it all in with pocket 4s.
Yeah, a little confused. It's the same exact hand, basically, but you had more money in front of you last time.
Yeah.
Imagine if you would have gotten the 2s doubled up and then did it with 4s. Now
Right.
you're talking where you can win some big cash.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, Scott looks like he's got ace, jack, and he's got 40K in front of him. I'm assuming he's going to make the plunge. The only thing that could stop Scott is if, the whole table's behind him. But, yeah, I like that play by Scott.
He's got to try to isolate this. He's got a lot of players behind him, and he wants to be able to entice the rest of them to fold so he can go heads up here against the 4s, not knowing that they're 4s.
Kevin Wall with the ace 10. And getting a rush of cards, Kevin.
Yes, he is.
41, I think.
Lumpy is watching.
See if Kevin can get away from this. Yeah,
He
I was gonna
does.
Say it shrinks with 2.
Yep.
The nemesis gets folded real quickly.
And 4s versus ace jack.
Ace 10. Remember, I was slightly ahead.
A little more now.
I'm a little bit slightly more.
A little bit less.
A little bit slightly
what I
more
was
than
slightly
just a little slightly than more, and I'm more ahead.
Oh!
Wow.
There's a 4.
There's the 4.
George looks like he's going to easily double up here.
Boy, he's dead.
Yep.
If he gets another ace,
Check mark there at Georgie, so
you still get change back there. You got-
Georgie up to 78,000.
you got to win these. You got to win these flips if you're going to go far in these tournaments.
Even those baby
And
bears.
Georgie does win that one. Yeah, Daniel, down in Houston, we'd love you to come up here and make the trip.
Yeah, just in case it's-
Like I said, just keep looking at, check us out on Facebook. We continue to have updates as to our upcoming events, but then there's also the ReservePokerClub.com.
Oh, yeah, Daniel. And if you end up making it up here, definitely get a hold of us. Myself and Vic, if you're going to take the time to come up here, we can definitely recommend some good places to eat and some places in the area to check out. If you're coming all the way from Houston.
We want to treat you right.
Vic is a great scout of music, entertainment in the area, and also places to chomp. If you got an appetite, you let Vic know what type of food you're in the mood for, and he'll point you in the right direction. Ed here with pocket 9s. I'll tell you what, Ed's been patient. He's starting to get more and more momentum.
He's been patient and disciplined. And so far, this is beginning to pay off for him. The blinds are at 3,000, 6,000 with a 3,000 ante.
He's not rushing it in there.
No, he's not rushing
Still
it.
taking his time like he did before. A splash raise, though.
A splash raise,
Ed, come
yep.
on. So sloppy on the raise.
32,000 is the bet from.
You're on the live stream. Come on, Ed. No chop with the 8-6 suited.
Still very patient.
32,000. I think Ace Jack just got folded.
Yes. And
I don't
everybody
mind
folds
that
around,
fold.
and Ed's going to take that down.
You know, there's certain players you'll call with Ace Jack, and I think that's a hand that you really, especially like you said, these guys have been playing with each other for a while now. And when you see Ed, he's kind of shoved when he's had a small amount of chips pretty loosely, but he hasn't really played anything too crazy today.
Yeah.
Maybe that's one of the type of players you don't want to call a huge raise, where you're pretty much thinking you're going to have to go all in on the flop no matter what. with Ace Jack. Like I said, Ace Jack is a lot better hand, in my opinion, raising with than calling with.
Let's get some questions out there. This is the Reserve Poker Club at 5105 Glendale Avenue in Toledo, Ohio. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary on April 26th. We do one of these big events just about 4 times a year. We're thinking that's probably going to increase. We did our 2-year anniversary event, which was a $200,000 prize pool, which we exceeded.
Scott all in, by the way, picking up
All
pocket
in
tens.
now, pocket tens.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work.
Ed right behind him with an ace. Let's see what happens here.
Why you left 13 behind.
Yeah, because he's got 13K. Let's see what this starts. Sometimes you got a low stat going all in and early. It can make the action a little crazy.
You very well might.
Ed's going to stay out of the way just because I think Ed would have called if he was one of the last players to act. Oh, and Cole picking up queens at the right time.
All in here from Cole. Cole, who's also been patient. I don't want to sound too surprised when I talk about like that. Talk like that with a young man, but younger players typically don't learn that patience until they play this game a while.
We've seen Cole play a few times, though. I think he's a lot more patient beyond his years.
Yes,
he's
he
a solid
is.
poker player. Suited ace gets thrown in the muck over the Georgie with a king 4 offsuit.
I don't think that's strong enough.
Good
Good luck, guys.
Daniel, thank you for subscribing. It's very important to us. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers here, and we appreciate everybody's participation in that. It's very important to us. So here we are.
For the TV.
Oh my gosh! He didn't even look at that. He didn't look. I was just saying he really didn't look. He just got him and put him there. And
Oh, Scott didn't look.
oh, spades! Oh, he has the queen of spades. So.
No help.
10
One
10
3
over.
times, right?
3 full boards.
Scott, great play, brother. Always a pleasure having Scott on the live stream. This won't be the last time. This wasn't the first time. It's well, like I said, he's
If
a
you
true
get the
gentleman.
impression that that Scott's got a lot of fans even right there at the table, it's because he is a great guy, great competitor, gentleman, fun to be around.
And really stepped up to the plate. I want to give Scott, who just is walking away now, you guys can see, just a true shout out though. He works with iHeartRadio, and they gave us multiple on-air time to promote our veterans tournament, raising money for taps. And he's the one who actually reached out to us, said, hey, what can I do to help? I would like to be involved in this and help you guys get the word out. And we had a couple interviews about that. Not just one. He didn't just do it once. I believe he did it 3 times with us, getting us on there and having us on the radio, getting the word out in the whole Toledo area. So once again, just shout out to Taps. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to iHeartRadio. And good run, Scott. Appreciate you. Classy guy. Classy dude. And all those guys at 3rd Street Cigar are class, and we appreciate all of them. Those guys helped out too, running a tournament for the veterans. Half their prize pool went to the charity. Just great people. Love our poker community here. Can't stress it enough. When we have big events like this is what makes it exciting. Look at Kevin Wall. Speaking of exciting, picking up another hand. King Queen offsuit. Kevin Wall over the tam. Gets out of the way with the weak king. General Patton has cooled down momentarily. I say momentarily, lightly. Doesn't take much, folks. Over the Ed. And you can see our updated number. We're down to 51 players. Getting closer and closer. Here's our updated chip count at our feature table. Georgie and Isaac just need a double up, and same with Cole.
Now it's good.
Could throw Ed in there too. The old saying, rise and grind, folks. Some of these guys have even double dipped, played in our day flight, and playing in our night. Got to respect it. Poker is in the air. In our summer series main event, Flight B. And Here's Cole with 8-6 offsuit. Down, let's go over the no chop with the 10-4 trucker hand. And did the pump fake, grabbed chips and passed it along to the nemesis with K-Wall. Kevin got in trouble before with King Jack. You think he might have learned his lesson, but he's gonna play it anyway. Kevin, a good friend of mine, that's why I talk like that. Kevin is definitely one of the guys I did not know too much about before I started working here.
Yeah.
And really have grown to really appreciate Kevin.
He's one of the
consider him a
family.
friend. Yep. And even took myself and Tim to a Toledo Bowling Green game one time. That was nice actually hanging out with him one time outside of work.
Yeah.
Hopefully that happens again sometime. Really, just a really nice guy over the edge. You know, Scott with ace-10. Is he going to get aggressive? Does he sense a little bit of timidness? If that's even a word.
He's going to check that option on the big blind. The blind's now 4, 8, and 4.
Right there, great flop for Scott and Georgie. They might be getting it in, folks. Ace-10, and then a flush draw for Georgie.
$16,000.
Terry there at the helm. Terry is one of the dealers that comes in to help out from time to time. Not one of our full-time staff, but it's just a great friend here of the reserve. Is this a spot, Georgie? Do you want to pick this spot?
Well, absolutely. If Kevin Wall just called 16, that even makes it more juicier.
And he's going to fold it.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Now hits a 7.
Not much here for Kevin to draw to. I believe Kevin's going to lose interest in this hand pretty quickly. But I could be wrong. He's not going to do anything too hasty here. Whatever it is, he's going to think about it, and he does lay it down.
You know, and that's the second time Kevin has played King Jack, and it's the second time he has lost with King Jack.
It's 7-9 of clubs.
Katie says she loves Scott. Scott's a great guy. Scott, you took off. Scott Sands, you took off. I was running out to the room after you got knocked out to see if you were still here. I would have loved to have you back here in the room. You're always welcome back here, buddy. So if that happens again, and I hope it doesn't. I hope you don't get knocked out. But we want to let you know that really we just have 15 minutes left of tonight's live stream. This is just a feature table live stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're down to 5 tables. We're not going to take this well into the night, or into the morning, seeing as we've got to be back here tomorrow.
That is true.
And
We'll be back here at 10:30 at the latest. Probably gonna have to leave early and get a breakfast sandwich. Try to get here around 10, probably.
Yeah, and we will be putting on the live stream. I mean, on our Facebook page, how many people. There should be a list coming out sometime tomorrow of the.
Oh, look at this real quick. We got a big. Oh wow, in 7s? Was that just a?
He just laid that down to mean. Has been very, very quiet.
Yeah, and actually at the same time, like I said, folks, we can see players' cards. If you're in a different position where the blind, someone opens up with 18 and everyone's behind you with 7s, it's not really that hard. You can treat that like 3s, 4s, 5s, obviously in the same realm.
So a raise to 18,000 with the blinds at 4, 8, and 4, and Scott is in the small blind. He needs 14,000 here to complete with pocket 9s. Or he could raise. We'll see what he does. And he is just going to make the call here. And he's going to ship a tip chip there. He calls it fertilizer. He wants this pot. He wants his pear to grow. But that's a chip to the dealer,
Yeah, if you bet, yeah.
trying to get some karma going.
Yeah, it comes to
He is in the lead with his nines, doesn't know that. Let's see what this flop looks like for both these players.
And an ace, 10, 3 board, and Scott does have the 9 of hearts. Let's get the flush draw.
Now he knows Kevin is not necessarily a reckless player. He's got to wonder what he put him on, but a check.
And I think Kevin also knows that Scott isn't a crazy player either. These
Right.
are both 2 veteran tournament players that have played in a lot of our big tournaments.
He's going to bet back here a little bit, 12,000. And I think Kevin sees right through this and gets out of the way. And Scott takes down a pot. And he might now have grown up over to over 200,000.
Then you're like, put it in reverse.
Haley's asking if King 10 is better or worse than King Jack.
Oh, King 10's way better than King Jack. King 10 is way more able to be live, a lot more than I'm telling you. Than King. I'll take King 10, Queen Jack, any day over King Jack. Jack 10, I'll take over it any day. Jack 9. You're just sharing too much with King Jack. I'm telling you, King Jack, you just share against too many big hands in key spots. And the way it's played too big.
We got a mystery hand here from Tamim. Again, once in a while the cards don't quite get where they need to be in the box for the chip reader, but we like mystery hands. Ed in the cutoff, as Dominic mentioned earlier, he does take his time. Scott now on the button, ace 5. You hear that all in from the other table that's in this room. There are 3 tables in the main room still going with these 2, so we're down to 5 tables. We will not be sticking around all the way down to the 24 players that we play down to tonight. This is just a feature table live stream to whet your appetite. We love doing it.
3 players.
So we'll be signing off here in a little bit, but join us again tomorrow night.
Yeah, looking forward to this weekend, Vic. And there's a Queen 7 Jack, rainbow board, no chop, getting top pair here. And he's going to check. Playing a little creative. Got the Scooby-Doo hand betting out here, the mystery hand. 16K. Scott's going to go.
Is this just a call here from no chop? I mean, it is a pretty weak queen. Rainbow flop doesn't necessarily give him much urgency. Maybe he sees something else in Tamim and he might be laying this down.
Well, I mean, Tamim, is he really?
He does. Wow, that's a disciplined fold. We don't know what Tamim had.
I'll say this. He's probably been the tightest player at the table, so there's certain players you play a little bit different with.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I don't even know if he's really that tight. It might be a little bit more card dead.
Yeah.
We saw him fold 7s to a raise just recently, but at the same time, he was the first one to act.
Yeah.
Let's let him get a little rush of cards, and not even just a rush, a few more hands to play. I just think ever since he sat down, he's been a little card dead. But at the same time, by that, he's played a little tight while he's been on the live stream. I don't know enough about him to know if he's a tight player or not. But yeah, so when he comes out and raises like that, I'm not sure if I'm in love with top pair with a 6 kicker.
Right. I agree. It may just get you into more trouble.
And you're at a position where you know, like I said, no chops up to around 100K now. You really want to risk all that hard work of the rise and grind to give it back on that. And here's Isaac.
Isaac with
really
pocket
patient.
kings.
18,000.
He's going to raise it up 10 to make it 18. The blinds are at 4, 8, and 4.
And Cole, the ace-jack offsuit. Might see a flop here. Let's see.
We might see a push.
Cole's got 54K behind.
Stack them up, push
there it
them in.
is.
There's the all-in from Cole.
And that's music to Isaac's ears. And look at that no chop holding one of his aces.
Man, why do you just stare right at me like this? I'm staring at me.
Too bad Scott's not here.
Doug Horn is watching.
And there's
All right.
Isaac getting it in there with pocket kings. Cole with his ace-jack. We did see no chop fold in ace-6. So he's going to be looking for a straight
H1 space.
or one of his 2 aces left.
Terry's going to take the time to get this chip count right so that we know basically who's at risk here. I'm not sure if they have identical stacks.
50. Yes, 10. 53,000.
53, that is correct there for Cole. Let's see what Isaac has.
What are you trying to say, Terry? What he's saying is like 1 8 You got chips.
And
chips
Cole's
in
got
the
some
shade.
chips coming back to him. Not much.
But
But
still
here's-
alive. And right now, Pocket King's still in great shape. Even better. And there it is. Pocket King's hold.
There it is, and Cole takes a huge hit now.
Isaac with a nice double up. Trusting the process.
Yeah. We're coming up pretty soon here. Just maybe a couple more hands for this feature table for our live stream tonight. Something we wanted to bring all of our fans. This is day 1B. This is the second of 6 flights. $140 buy-in to qualify for the Sunday day 2, which starts again at 1 o'clock on Sunday. $100,000 prize pool guaranteed with $20,000 first place guarantee and a handsome trophy. And for many of you, it seems like we've got some viewers in here for the first time. We have been live streaming September, so we are coming up on a year. And when we're not doing these big events, we do live stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights cash games. Go to the reservepokerclub.com or follow us on Facebook.
Queen Jack for Ed.
32,000. Yes, did you look?
Doesn't really have to, right?
Imagine.
Kevin Wall with Ace King. Is this the 4th time we've seen him with Ace King
I
on
believe
this live
so.
stream?
Yep, I believe so.
Ace King suited in diamonds. Cole's all in for 3K. So obviously, but a raise from Ed to 32.
32.
A little surprised Kevin didn't just put them all in. He's got 42K behind. We'll see what happens though, if there's a method to his madness.
Well, I believe we've got an all in from Kevin. And is that a call from Ed?
No, it's all in from Cole. He only had 3K total after that one hand. And I don't think Ed is all in. He's got 42K behind.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
And there it is. Wow. And still top pair. And then an open-ended straight draw.
All in and a quick call.
And Kevin's in great shape to actually knock out 2 players right here.
Boy, if this is our last hand of the night, which I'm not sure, but what a way to go out tonight.
And it holds. Kevin knocking out 2 players.
2 players now knocked out by Kevin Wall. And that's going to take him well above 200,000.
Kevin, just stay away from King Jack. You'll be up to 300K by now. Oh, Rob, appreciate it. And Georgie, I'll tell you what, if Georgie's her nephew, he is a great guy.
Great
Nice
energy.
guy.
Great
Love-
energy. Yeah.
Yeah, love Georgie. He's part of our poker community. Always a pleasure.
We just need to do that a couple more times.
Definitely fond of
Yeah,
Georgie.
some more
So
people
you guys
on
have a
it.
really nice family. You can tell how your family is. You represent your family well. Very respectable person.
I'm debating on just going to work and.
Yeah, they lower the, starting 2% of. Yeah, 2% of the average.
There's the updated chip count. Kevin Wall. Oh, he would have had more than 300. Kevin, stay away from King Jack and you'll have almost 400K. Say that with all love. Just fun. But I do mean it. Top 24 advanced to day 2, as you can see, scrolling on the bottom. We're down to 45 players.
We advanced 23 players from the morning flight, which started at 11 a.m. and another morning flight starts tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. We'll open the doors at 10. We got Ryan coming in now. Scott with Queen 9 of diamonds.
You want a double bag?
Scott looking down at a Queen 9, like you said, of diamonds. It's a pretty hand, Vic.
That is
And
a
it
pretty
looks
hand.
like he's in love with the 2.
Yeah,
So he bumps it up. Is that 22, Vic?
Both flights Friday, both flights Saturday.
that
Tell
is
that's 22 or
22,000
17, yeah.
or 17.
Tough to tell right now. Looks like it's raising up to 18. My apologies. No chop with a Jack Deuce offsuit. General Patton with the King Deuce.
And greetings from Manzanita, Oregon.
Oh, that must
Catherine.
be- Mom, oh, got some mom love. Thanks, Mom, for tuning in. Always appreciate the family support. Hopefully everything's going out there great for you and Dad. Still kind of early for those guys. When I say early, I mean not, 1 in the morning like now for us. It's about 10 o'clock there, 9 o'clock there.
Hopefully still here Sunday.
General Patton with the King Deuce. I mean, I think is he thinking about his past? How well it treated him before?
Yeah, the last time he played King Deuce, he took down a huge pot against Scotty.
Maybe this is the General's hand.
It might be his favorite hand.
I mean, right now he's in the lead, though. It's a
He's
coin flip.
He's going to make the call. It was a bet of 18 from Scott.
And look at that flop there. Queen for Scott.
Oh, my
But
goodness.
the royal flush draw for
Royal
the General.
flush draw for the General.
And I think he'll take this down if he bets. I mean, I think he'll be fine going all in with this hand if you got a royal flush draw like that.
Great.
23,000.
23,000 from Scott, who's not going to like the response because I believe you're right. He's probably going to shove this all in.
You're like, really? And you're just like, I'll take it.
King Deuce seems to be the hand of destiny for General Patton.
Yeah, and the last time he played this, he went for an Oscar nomination, but he's going to smooth call this. Kind of wait and see what happens. That does not help.
Best shit was with the black girls got the fights in class. Oh my god.
Scott checks it over to the General. And it looks like, I believe, a 6. Yeah.
Wow.
Scott's still in the lead.
Scott dodged a
lot of outs.
there. A lot of outs.
Yes, sir. But Scott, he's got the incognito.
Yeah. And he's going to go up over 200,000 after he takes down this pot.
If General doesn't try to bluff, did General check to him?
He checked to him. He did.
A little surprising there. But
Yeah.
I don't blame him. There's a lot out there.
And Scott's going to be happy just to show what he's got with the queen. He's also going to be happy to know that he's taken this pot down. He shows the king of spades. Shows him all the potential there.
I almost said it, but I didn't want to jinx myself.
Scott, yeah, nice pot for him.
Yeah, big pot there
Singer.
for Scott. Scott Singer.
It's fun when you have a nice big tournament like this and you see so many players that you've gotten close to over your time at the reserve.
Yeah.
Seen him on the live stream, seen him in the main room, having success, playing for a fun prize pool.
Yes, sir.
You're like, well,
And a blue chip dealer appreciation chip shipped to Terry.
Yeah, you guys will see that from Scott more than anyone in here. And by the way, there are others though. You know,
There are. Bobby
do
Bobby
that.
does it, and
Yep.
of course, really it was kind of started in the tournament setting with the blue chips by our good friend Chris.
yeah, and Scott just at any time, even if it's not cash, he buys some tip chips.
Yep.
And he just hooks the dealers up and throws one every time he wins a good hand. Appreciate him. Smoke does it.
Yep. Smoke really kind of started that.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one that started doing that.
Shout out to Smoke.
And people would say, well, why are you doing that in a tournament? And he said, you know, when I'm leaving here, I don't always remember to tip the dealers. Sometimes if I just lost a hand, I want to tip the dealers, but I'm kind of pissed off, he says. So I'd rather do it throughout the tournament, make sure I at least get it done.
He's a gentleman. Patton, the general, looking down at the 8-6.
Yep, blinds are now 6-12 and 6. A check, the option check from Isaac with the Nemesis.
Oh, the Nemesis is back. I thought we got rid of that thing.
Well, statistically, it's not possible to get rid of it.
Well, it's flopping 2 pair right now. I'll say that. It's looking pretty good. The Nemesis is pretty strong. Like I said, it'll win 1 out of 8 times.
30,000.
Folks, by the way, Vic even said we only have a hand or 2 left for this live stream. Wanted to let you guys know, though, generally, you're going to see that 45. You just saw the blinds go up 6-12 and 6K. Won't be surprised if in the next half an hour you see 45 almost go down to 30.
Yeah.
And then you'll see another little lull.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying where they're going to grind out that last 7 and whatnot. But you can see even at this table, there's a couple players with a couple low stacks here. They're going to double up or get knocked out. And it's pretty much the same structure at majority of the tables. There's probably about 2 to 3 players at each table that are kind of in that mode where it's like, hey, I either need a double up or my time here is come and gone.
Yeah, I didn't expect a call.
Yeah, you can see it right there. 3 big blinds for Georgie. Patton. Somehow Patton's actually gone down. He was a huge chip, but I'm not doubting Patton for making a comeback. 5 big blinds. So yeah, no chops got 7. But a lot of these players too, remember, are planning on playing multiple day ones where they're going to try to double bag. Some of these guys are like, maybe I'm not feeling it tonight, but I'm going to just try to survive. But you don't want to do that too much.
No.
'Cause then you're going to just get blinded out. You got to pick your moments. You gotta still go for the gold. There's a lot of poker left.
And just because this tournament started at 6 o'clock, there are a number of these players that were here at 10:30 this morning. They played the first flight, and then they went ahead and played the second flight. Scott is one of those. He was here this morning. Kevin was here this morning.
Big hand alert Vic.
Yeah.
Pocket 9s and ace king waiting in the wings for no chop. This, folks, could be fireworks as he makes it 24 to go, it looks like. And there's the plunge from no chop.
Well, we have an all-in at this table and an all-in on the table
I was
next
about
door.
to say, I thought that was no chop when they said good luck all in. It was the table in the room, and then no chop goes down after that.
Yeah.
Patton with 5s. And wait, Isaac with jacks. Holy moly, folks.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what.
Just how disciplined is this young man?
That's just cooler, man.
We've seen some really strong play here tonight from Isaac.
Still got chips?
He does not
What a
know.
tough spot for Isaac, though, with jacks. Folks,
is a
this
tough
isn't
spot.
as easy as it seems to call. Right now, you had Scott make it 24 to go, and now you got a player re-jamming, 3-betting.
Nice boat.
And remind you,
Oh, you had a sweat back.
this is deeper in the tournament. These are normally more experienced players.
I got a different issue. Dealer,
They don't just play around and do this for no good reason.
His eyeballs got big saucers on the top. And then on the turn, he's like, shit.
You weren't here when we talked about that?
There was 4 hands in a row about 2 months ago.
Like I said, he's in the best case scenario right now. He knows he's at least going against ace king, ace queen. What he's wondering right now is he drawing the just 2 outs because it was played like queens, kings, or aces are a strong possibility.
That's right.
Right. Not in spot.
And there's the fold, the lay down, and I understand why that completely. His read was not off. He knew it, like I said. Scott now with pocket 9s.
You figure out the way your blinds are going to look.
Yeah.
Where's that flop?
100,000.
Flop leg. Flop leg.
Oh,
And then get kicked in the balls. Yeah, pure kick in the balls. Pure kick in the balls.
the thinker's on right now.
That's not updated. That's not updated.
I think it's 1 away. Yep, I'll get it updated. 1 away from that. Yeah, 41 balls.
So 40, 41.
Yeah, 1 player away from 40.
Okay.
41 balls. Yep. 40. I'll get it updated, guys.
Need to go.
I think you can
24.
And he makes a call.
Wow.
We got a big hand.
Big
brewing.
hand here.
There is 213,000 in the middle. Scott first no chop.
Now we get to see what those jacks might have done.
2 really good experienced players, especially in
woulda,
our tournament
shoulda here.
formats, are going right at it, Vic. This is what we call, this is the one we've all been waiting for.
His pictures on the wall.
We've seen both these guys make deep runs in our tournaments in the past. And there is a queen 10-4 board, couple of diamonds. So far, 9s are holding, and 9s hold for
9s hold.
Mr. Singer. No chop. Nice run, buddy.
And that would have been a huge pot for Isaac as he'd called with the jacks.
Shout out to No Chop, though.
Yeah.
Great guy. And Scott raking in a big pot now, and he's up to 343,000 in chips. Nice little momentum push there. As we say, we are playing down to, what was it, 23 tonight?
24 tonight.
24 tonight for our 100K guaranteed prize pool tournament. 20,000 guaranteed for first place. Myself and Vic have been going on and on about it throughout the whole live stream, really. We just want to give you guys one last detail before we go. We have Friday and Saturday. We got 2 other day ones at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. And those are pretty much is what you see right now is what you get. Great action, great atmosphere. Everyone's having a good time. It's only $140. If you double bag, you get $1,000 paid immediately.
Yes.
Immediately for a double bag. Day 2 restart will be 35-minute levels. Blinds will reset at 2% of the average stack. Everyone who advances will cash. Also, can we get one more about the seniors by any chance, Tyler, or the Wizards? We have the seniors event handy.
Yeah.
Because that is something that we just, it's finally, we want to get the word out for this one. Our Summer Series Seniors event, Sunday, July 30th. That's this Sunday, 5 p.m. start time. Only open to players 50 years old and older. It's a 5K guarantee, $125 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 20-minute levels, late entry until the start of level 9. Vic, I mean this in the most respectful way. I know it's the seniors event.
Yes.
That level 9 late entry is the most overrated thing I've ever seen. Every time I have a seniors event, everyone gets here within the first level or 2.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
the young bucks that just show up late and they don't care.
Right,
I've
right.
ran senior tournaments for over 10 years.
Yeah.
The percentage of seniors that get after the start of level, they might miss 1 level tops.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The whole field will be there early. But yeah, anyway, in case something weird happens, it's open till level 9. But anyway, guys, it's been a fun day. Myself and Vic are going to be here for the next 3 days. And our crew, we got the Wizard and Tyler in the back. We're going to be on the live stream every night, all day Sunday pretty much, and dealing some poker during the day. So once again, we're at Glendale Avenue in Toledo, Ohio. It's going to be all day tomorrow, all day Saturday. Get into this field for $100K guaranteed, $20K guaranteed for first place for only $140 buy-in. Vic, anything you want to add?
No. Let's. We hope to see you now tomorrow night, Friday night, and then on Sunday.
Yeah.
Be sure to join us. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone.
Be safe.